Alright, hello everybody. Mirror's Water Dragon Extraordinaire, back at you guys. What's this? Is this more of the event? Oh, it is more of the event. Okay, we'll do that later. For today, welcome back, all of you. Thank you so much for dropping by the way. Let me see, take a look at the planner real quick. Let's see what we've got involved for today. It looks like we don't have anything special to do today for Neuvillette. As mentioned, he's level 90 now. We have his weapon essential materials ready. We don't have his weapon quite yet. We are looking to put him on Sacrificial Jade. We don't yet have the weapon. We'll see about getting it sometime soon. So that means we don't need to run the Seahorse for him anymore. I believe we still need to obtain his talent materials. I had enough to do exactly this, and that was about it. So yeah. In that case, I believe since today's Saturday, I think we're just going to condense our resin, which we will do, but I think before that, I'm gonna run the Trunks domains for the weekly quest. And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're just going to condense the rest of the resin for tomorrow. So it seems like it's going to be a rather short Genshin day today. Okay, yeah, that's the plan. We'll work on his talents tomorrow. We'll see if we can finalize that. That way, as soon as we finish up his build, to a point where we're comfortable with him anyways, we could start preparing for Furina.
Solidify!
Temple of Wisdom! Right now, emerge. Right here. Our bond is strong. Commit to memory. Yeah. This materialism.
Why does it feel like I'm doing negligible damage?
This way. Emerge right now.
Bro, I cannot wait to have my Neuvillette ready.
Hey. Right here, right now. Emerge. Everyone hold hands. Right now.
But we're almost there. Honestly, he might be fully ready by tomorrow.
Memory. Right here. I'm always watching. Right now.
With some
Right
luck
here.
anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey.
Stabilize!
Right now. Everyone hold hands.
I actually have to see, because I have to see what my plans are for how I'm gonna get the weapon.
I see everything. Right here. Emerge. Right here. Our bond is strong. Sharing my knowledge.
Because basically, unfortunately, there's some chance that I might not be able to directly afford the battle pass at the moment. Of course, we'll see about it, but that's my current status. Yeah, all we can do is see, wait and see, sadly. I'm pretty sure they're gonna give us a new weekly boss on the next patch as well. I can't wait to see what it's gonna be. Which, if they do give us another weekly boss on next patch, it is going to upset me a little bit, because that means it's going to be impossible to pre-farm for Furina, because it means we're going to need her weekly boss material for levels, talents level 7 and above, and we won't be able to consistently farm it. So, just like with Nahida, it'll end up taking me quite a bit of time. We'll go with this. Who cares? It doesn't really matter for Wanderer, right? This fight's mostly about waiting, going AFK.
Let it be known
That
that divinity is mine. Insignificant pest!
Go! You are about to get dicey. The fuse is lit!
Feeble human!
Going in! Quiet now. Fire hazard!
Hey. And then this phase is just about waiting.
I am
The
the all-knowing God. Burn to oblivion! Kneel! Gather! Solidify!
This is still, in my opinion, one of the coolest OSTs I've ever heard out of any video game.
Stabilize! Reality is pain! Good riddance, cruel world. Solidify. Order guide.
Fuse is lit!
Not possible. Gather.
Here comes the challenge. Everybody stand back! Fire hazard!
I can't lose it all again.
God, what a cool boss fight. I swear, every single time. Every time it freaks me out how cool that fucking OST is. Holy shit, I could just listen to that. It's that cool. The coolest. Remember back in the days when that's how people used to test their damage metric? Was to see how quickly they could kill Storm Terror? And it used to be a pretty, like, respectable feat. If you were able to one-phase Storm Terror, that meant your build was really good, right? How the times have changed, haven't they? Now it's like, oh, can you one-phase the Primo GOV shop?
See everything! Thunder! No, my sword! Red outlines the fleeting shadow. Shrink! Stand with me! The doctor was seeing.
Seems like
The Temple of Wisdom! Yeah! Absurd! Illusions are but distractions. Yeah! Ouchie! Shattered! This way! No, my sword!
It's just that easy.
Oh wait.
You see, with Nahida, she doesn't even get the opportunity to phase. I can't quite kill her fast. Defense Goblet. What's substance like this is probably not good, anyways. I am not able to kill her fast enough so that she doesn't phase at all. But I can kill her so that it doesn't phase at the very least, right? Okay, that part of the weekly is done. As you can see, we do have quite clearly enough stuff to be able to get her to, or to get the battle pass to level 30. My problem at the moment is buying the battle pass. Of course, I have to buy the battle pass, or else why did I pre-farm these Neuvillette equipment, right? But how much energy may I have? 70? Yeah. Okay, well I'll craft one for now and I'll craft one later. That is our goal. We're planning to take Neuvillette to level 8 talents across the board, since he does use them all quite well. Now, I'm under the impression that the new event weapon isn't that good for him, but I do wonder if it could be, like, moderately okay, right? Considering we know he needs quite a bit of energy recharged, and I believe this weapon at max level should accommodate him thoroughly. Let me see the Neuvillette weapon. Yeah, okay, so it says, assuming the 100% requirement is the J-Fall Splendor R1, which is equivalent to Prototype Amber R5. It's strange. J-Fall Splendor, is that his weapon? No, it's... Wait, which one's Jadefall Splendor? Jadefall Splendor, what weapon's that?
Something on your mind again? Let's work through it together. Two heads are better than one.
Jadefall Splendor... Oh, it's for Baizhu. Oh, I see. Okay, so his best weapon... Okay, so they're assuming Prototype Amber is the standard, right? Prototype Amber R5. It is... Okay, so Prototype Amber does 13% less damage than Sacrificial Jade R1. And Sacrificial Jade R5 does 128% damage. Or, I'm sorry, 13% more damage. No, 15% more damage than R1. And then Sacrificial Jade at R5, which again, that would take 5 patches to get, because you need 5 copies of them. So, by the DPS metric, it does 138% DPS. No, I'm sorry. It does 128% DPS, where Tome of Eternal Flow, Neuvillette's signature weapon, does 138% DPS. So, it's technically still pretty efficient to pull for Sacrificial Jade. Because even though it's still about a 20% DPS difference from his sacrificial, or I'm sorry, from his signature weapon, I think that that's prominent. That's quite noticeable. And realistic for somebody's weapon choice, right? It should be about a 15 to 20% disparity. And so I don't feel too displeased about that. I think that's quite a good number for Neuvillette. Basically, however, what this proves to me is that I can't really afford to use this weapon, the Ballad of Bountiful Blues, or whatever it's called. Or even is it? Which one of these is it? Oh, this one. I can't use the Ballad of Boundless Blue because the 100% DPS standard at the moment is R5 Prototype Amber. This does 94% of that DPS, which means this weapon at R5, obviously at R5, right, is 6% worse than using Prototype Amber. So it does less DPS than Prototype Amber. Prototype Amber also heals the team and regenerates more energy than this ends up regenerating. So it's actually totally pointless to run this weapon on him. I'm learning. Yeah. Realistically, I could run him on Prototype Amber and be okay. But I feel like I would really like to get Sacrificial Jade if possible. I don't know that I could afford to eventually upgrade Sacrificial Jade to R5. However, if I did want to pursue the Prototype Amber path, I'll at least have the means to do that. It just would mean, unfortunately, that I've wasted the resin preforming the materials for Sacrificial Jade when, you know, otherwise. I just have to see, do I have any more weapon belays? And if I did, where would they be? Like here? Let's go craft more rocks so that we can find out once and for all. Do I even have any more weapon belays? I have one more, which isn't enough. Didn't I recently make a prototype? Oh, is my Prototype Amber on Baizhu? He has one. And Kokomi has one. Would I be better off giving this Prototype Amber? I'm sure she would like it too, though. Maybe I can get away with taking Prototype Amber from Baizhu and giving him Ballad of Boundless Blue? Not that he would use it, but... let me look it up now. Because this way I could have a weapon somewhat ready for him right now, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not sure, so still give me a moment. Ballad of Boundless Blue kind of just seems really bad. It feels like it's meant to be more of a DPS weapon. Which, I mean, I understand that it is. It's just a shame because you would think that they would have intended it for Neuvillette. And I think they did, but they made it so bad in comparison. It only gives 30% energy recharge at max level, which isn't even that good. %, huh? I would put my Baiju to 177 ER, which I don't think is even enough to obtain, which like keep him up. Yeah, it's not even close yet. For me to be able to use this weapon on Baiju without kind of like trolling him, he would still need almost 200% ER, so this doesn't even help me. Okay, so I can't even use this, which sucks. I don't have anybody that could switch this. What about Kokomi? Let me look up Kokomi. How do I make this work? Eesh. I can't see myself using it on Kokomi, to be honest, either. Because it's like all the Catalyst users that that already have Prototype Amber gain nothing from downgrading to Ballad of Broken Dreams. There's no... So that is to mean only a DPS character would gain from this, but who would even gain from it? Nobody would gain from it. There's no character at the moment who would realistically gain from it. None of these characters, literally zero of these characters could stand to gain from this except maybe Mona. Maybe Mona. Maybe Klee. This is kind of really bad. Klee doesn't need much ER anyways. Sucrose wouldn't use this. Wanderer doesn't use this because he doesn't need ER. Kokomi and Baiju don't use these because Prototype Amber's straight up better. Yeah, Miko and Nahida certainly wouldn't use it. Ningguang doesn't need much ER, so she wouldn't use this. The only person who they would expect to use it is Neuvillette, and even for Neuvillette, it's still better for him to get a Prototype Amber. Huh, that's so fishy. That leaves me in such a peculiar spot. Hazel can use it. I mean, yes, any character can use it. Oh, welcome, by the way. I hope you've had a great day so far. Any character could use it. I'm just saying, Hazel won't use it well. I don't think so. Doesn't Hazel only have a 40 cost burst? Or am I mistaken? Yeah, he's only got a 40 cost burst. He doesn't need ER. You'll just happen upon like 20% ER just from subsets and whatever. I doubt he would ever need this. I can't imagine that he would make too great use from the ER stat from this. That's what I'm saying. This is less about who could use it and more kind of complaining about how bad the Ballad of Broken Dreams is. They gave us such a, to be brutally honest, such a crappy weapon. Yeah, I'm sure he benefits from the passive, but so does Neuvillette, but that doesn't mean it's a good weapon for him, right? Plus, Hazel gets much better benefit from other weapons, like, since his rotation's more about, like, dipping and resetting, he way better uses, Woodsith. I don't know which one of these are Woodsith. He way better uses Woodsith, because he can pop in, he can use any of these stats quite efficiently. So he can pop in, do his thing, and pop out, maximizing the Woodsith passive and then getting out of there, right? I think he could even probably comfortably use Solar Pearl. any of these would probably be fine for him. It's just kind of stinky. Skyward Atlas isn't good for Neuvillette, right? I find that's probably a moronic question, because obviously you wouldn't have anything to gain from it, but I just want to see what this says. Because I'm looking at a chart. Oh yeah, Skyward Atlas isn't even a consideration, which should be obvious because it's an attack stacking book and he doesn't use attack at all, so I don't even know why I asked. Yeah. Basically, I think my best bet, because at the moment I'm unsure if I have the financials to buy the to buy the battle pass. I'm super close to getting the sacrificial jade. I just have to work some things around to see about getting it, and then because if I get it, it's no problem. It's light work, because according to this chart, in any case, let me show you the chart so that you see what I'm seeing and you ain't not seeing what I ain't seeing. Wait. Okay, so let me enhance so you could really see it. So this is assuming the Prototype Amber or Jadefall Splendor are like the 100% DPS. So this is like baseline, right? Or I guess R5 Woodsith 2, whatever, right? So this is what they're considering baseline. R1 Sacrificial Jade is 130% DPS. Logically, his signature weapon is 138% DPS, but as you can see as well, R5 Sacrificial Jade, so over the course of 5 battle passes, of course, but you could get relatively close within a 10% DPS difference to his signature weapon at R1, which I think is pretty good. The problem at the moment is that say you were to go with Prototype Amber, he does less overall damage, and that's noticeable, but he does have way less energy recharge required. With Prototype Amber R5, he literally doesn't need any energy recharge, which means you can focus all of your substat stacking on his crit rates, right? To ensure that he gets the best crit values possible out of his entire set. And so it leaves me in a little bit of a spot, because if I wanted to go the true free-to-play path, I might just give my Prototype Amber that I already have on someone else to him, because I don't at the moment have the means to make another one. Let me show you again. Oh, well, I guess I don't know where here it shows, but where can you see what weapon builds you have? In any case, just know that I have one catalyst. One single catalyst one. I don't know where you see them. I have a catalyst one, and I have a... Oh, here. You see, I have one catalyst one. I would never need any of the other fucking weapons. Hey, thank you so much for the gifties, dude. You didn't have to do that. I would have found a way. Thank you, though. I really appreciate it. You didn't have to do that, though. But, yeah. Yeah, I suppose I can buy it now, yeah. Oh, yeah. But so, well, I guess that's that, right? Problem solved. Okay. Well, with that in mind, I'm gonna have to blank this out for now. Okay. Appreciate you, by the way. If I didn't make that abundantly clear by now. I'm doing the thing. The thing was done. Okay. So now we just need to actually finish the rest of this, and then we'll have... I won't say we'll have Neuvillette finished, but we'll be fairly close. We'll be really close to having him done. With his weapon now being finalized, we only need to wait until tomorrow to have Neuvillette, I would say, finished for now. Okay? That's the status that we're looking at for now. So let me, this enough? Oh, perfect. Beautiful. He uses equity. Have the least of ingenuity, more equity, more ingenuity, equity, and don't mess this up. Sacrificial Jade. Okay, perfect. Let's get him set up straight away. We technically... Oh shit. We technically have a... Technically, he's at a usable state. Even if it's not Purdy. I'll show you what I mean. Like I said, we're going to continue working on his talents tomorrow, because tomorrow's his talent day. Well, you know, tomorrow's Sunday, free-for-all day. But with the talent books I did already have, I managed to get him to... Let me close this away for now. I got him to just his charge attack up to level 7. These are still low level, and we're gonna get everything up to 8 by tomorrow, hopefully. Because I do have, luckily, some fuels, some fragile resins to work with. And I have these condensed resins. I should be able to make one more in about an hour or so, I think. 7 times 8, 56. 56 minutes. Yeah, a little less than an hour. I should be able to make another one.
You have to see the world for yourself.
That way we can see how long we can get his talents tomorrow. Let's keep leveling his weapon. I already have all the materials, so I know we can take this straight to 90. Thank you again. I really appreciate it. As I was really beginning to become okay with the idea of letting him have, like, Prototype Amber. Because even though I know it'll never have the highest damage ceiling, I still would have been able to at least meet the energy requirements pretty easily. Because I'd like to imagine that in his best team, even though he contributes a lot of damage to his best team, I'm pretty sure the fucking scrolls. Okay. I have this. I just didn't know I didn't have it ready. Why would I think that this wouldn't have enough? What even is it that I'm missing? Forbidden Scroll? I guess it's been a while since we've actually killed Hilichurls. And then you know what? Half the time I kill them and I don't loot their stuff. I guess that's my fault. I shouldn't get too cocky. One day I'll run out of materials. Right? Yeah, this is perfect though, because now we could at least bear witness to my somewhat... I won't say he's incomplete. He's far from complete. But my passable, usable Neuvillette that we decided to pull on a whim. I should have never done his character quest. I already knew his character quest was going to get to me. Okay, so this is his stats. 51 to 171 for damage. It's very good. 144 ER, which if I'm just gonna pop open my browser again, which if you see, oh, oops. If you see here, your requirements, assuming he's using other weapon, he needs at least 140, no matter what, right? And we have him at 144, so he passes as the bare minimum. It means in some compositions without Fischl, he's going to struggle a bit, but if I have Fischl in the comp at all, he'll be totally fine, right? It's true, because don't forget as well, we do get 36 crit rate from Marachasi Hunter. So even though this looks like it's 51 171, it's actually 87 171. Pretty good, right? Fairly usable. Not all of his pieces are fully leveled up, I'm realizing. Well, we'll level these up to consider him fully usable. And who knows, maybe this piece... I think this is like the only piece on this set that, even though this piece is also kind of bad, it's almost non-negotiable because he could use the HP and the energy recharge, and he really needs the energy recharge, right? Like, he really needs it. Shit, honestly, I take those. I'm honestly, swear to God, okay with that. I really don't have anything to gain from this piece, which is my current issue. It's like, even if I enhance it, like I mentioned, what do I gain? I don't keep this piece, right? Don't keep that piece. I wouldn't keep that piece. I wouldn't keep that piece either. It literally doesn't matter what it rolls here because it's all garbage. The only way it could have made it any better is if it rolled some ER. I literally just enhanced it just so that it'll be level 20 so we could use them. This piece I think is non-negotiable. 20% ER, this piece alone almost solves his whole energy crisis, right? This piece is not good, but again, we're just trying to put him in a state where we could at least say he's usable, which we're going to keep working on that tomorrow. And then we're going to start working on pre-farming Furina stuff, which normally I would care to say, like, I don't actively encourage looking at leaks and stuff, but I see too many leaks anyways that at this point I really don't care. So it is what it is, but we're going to be pre-farming Furina stuff. I already know what to expect from the stuff to play for her. Assuming that we get our weapon, which I'm not totally sure that we are. Well, here's the plan anyways. We're going to pull Furina, we're going to pull his talents are at an impressive 711. Though I suppose I could take it to 722. So at the very least, we could still see the majority of his charge attack damage, right? Everything else is still pitiful. I suppose I'll level these up evenly. Until he runs out of the ability to keep going. Again, ultimate plan, take everything to level 8. But that will have to wait. Okay, so now we can actually play him though. This is the exciting part. This is the part that we've all been waiting for. So I have a number of team comps that I had planned for him, because I think he can do it all. Right? I'm pretty sure he's Mr. Worldwide. He's universal in that way. I'm gonna keep this team. I'm gonna delete the Wawa team. Okay, let's see Mr. Worldwide in action. So first off, I believe this is probably one of his best teams at the moment, but we'll list it anyways. So it's him, obviously, Mr. Worldwide himself, Fischl, Kazuha, and Zhongli.
All right, let's head off.
So here you have classic Electro Charged. Okay, super strong. Alternatively, you could run this, and then simply run, or you could sack this all together. We'll leave this. We'll call shockingly wet. Right. Okay. And then let's remove Chungus. This team served us well for a while. So him, same concept, same but different. So it's him and her and it and him.
I've been waiting for you.
And then
for
here
ages.
you got Hyper Bloom, right? Big blooming, right? For sure. Do we remove the Geo team? Oh, we'll run with these teams for now. Let's try it out. Yeah. Oh, I'm so ready. I don't think he can do the Spiral Abyss yet because he has talents that are less than level 6. But what can we fight to try him out? I want to fight something somewhat sturdy. This guy's the sturdiest, isn't he? He does regenerate his own HP. I don't remember exactly how he does it. I'm fairly certain it's when he absorbs the source water droplets. HP restored. Yeah, you see, 60% of his max HP per droplet. And that's the reason why it's so important for him to have ER, is that he needs to hit his burst as often as possible, because his burst generates 6 source water droplets. So you need to hit that every single time. Between his skill and his burst, that generates 9 droplets. That allows him to charge attack, I believe, up to 3 times. Let me just fight these weenies to be sure. Actually, would I even need... Oh! Oh, honestly, it's slightly shorter range than I thought it would be.
Settle down.
Well, look at that, he's at full HP. Well, now he's not anymore, but basically he can take care of himself, right? Yeah, let's actually try fighting with Fischl this time.
Solidify.
Odds revealed.
Bow your head. The time's begging.
Oh shit. Okay, and it looks like you can just suck them to eat the HP.
Gather. Silence.
Oh, I'm ready to fuck. He's ready to go, dude. And imagine this isn't even like close to his maximum power.
Bow your head.
Oh. Oh, baby. Yeah, I did see that. With him charge attack, honestly, that was one of the reasons that I pulled for him. That was one of the reasons I was initially gonna pull for him, because I used to think I was, you know, pretty cool with my Wanderer being able to just slowly glide up cliffs. But then when I saw him not slowly hyper cheesing it up the fucking cliff, I thought, oh, that's so funny, right? That's literally hilarious. Of course, as I would have it, it looks like this guy's also wet, which is that sucks a little bit. Bro, this character's fucking ridiculous. My Nuvulet's kind of ass, right? So why is he pumping out numbers like that? Holy shit. This character's a little ridiculous. Change his glider. I don't know what to change it to yet, because I don't have Fontaine's glider yet. I guess I can give him... Isn't this the one he's already using? This one looks like it matches his color scheme a little bit. I don't know if that's what he was already using, but that should be fine for now. Until I could get Fontaine's, right? Yeah, see, it looks kind of nice with him. Blue and gold. He's wearing blue and gold. It's nice. I kind of regret killing him because I wanted to see if he would do more or less damage with Hyper Blue. There's got to be something else I could fight that would demonstrate his power clearly without, like, interruptions, right? We could fight the crab. Fight Asmon? Asmon's probably easy to fight, right? Dragonspine glider. I've told you why. I don't like Dragonspine.
Some sort of an assassination attempt.
What do you say about assassinations? Okay, let's try with the big Bloomin' team. I expect this to also do large amounts of damage. We shouldn't need to use Nihida's burst because Neuvillette going to be the main DPS. I also have another team, one more team I want to try after this.
This may turn a little. Stand with me.
Settle down. Let the mighty be humble.
Oh, he fucking died. I don't know which team's doing more damage, but that's a lot of damage. Okay, one more team. One more team. I have one more big plan for him. So, you know how I've been saying for a long while now that I've been in regret for not being able to play with Tartaglia teams? Well, I have a plan finally. And it's called Neuvillette, Bennett, Kazuha. Where is she? You know who I'm looking for, Xiangling.
I won't hold you back. Much.
This team's bound to fuck as well. Do you think, I could probably fight the chicken with this team, right? This team doesn't do any Dendro. Oh, I'm excited for this damage. I think it's still gonna mostly be Xiangling damage, but we'll see.
Let's light it up. Nice
Unfortunately, I don't have any energy saved up. We might as well charge up his energy too. Okay, this was an unauthentic start. Let's reset there. Hey, why is he pissed? Fuck off, yeah? Why is he mad?
I'm going in.
Fallen wings, adorn my night.
Eat this. Boba, get them. Advertising it.
The time beckon.
I don't know. No matter what, it seems like he does... It seems like you could build almost any team with him. He does so much damage. Right? Holy shit. Is it possible to have a bad team with him? He was at half HP. Yeah, that much is kind of true. Kazuha does too much damage, doesn't he? Yeah, Kazuha and Xiangling, they kind of did fuck him up a little bit. There was probably only two real... Is he alive again? But he might be alive again. Okay, let's try fighting him one more time. We'll try not to kill him so we can reset ourselves. Unfortunately, that means we have to run through it again. I don't know how they did it, though. I assume that the slope that you're climbing has to be somewhat slanted. Because that's the rule for Wanderer, too. Because Wanderer can't just, like... Did I kill it? Wanderer can't just, like, grind himself against the wall. He kind of has to already have a little bit of a slope, and he can grind against it. Kind of like this.
Bow your head.
Well, he sure was able to just walk up it, so that much is actual factual.
Settle down.
Where's my waters? Do I only get waters from his skill if I hit something? After hitting an opponent. Okay. I didn't know that.
Boba, get them. Let's light it up.
Silence.
We're just trying to build some energy a little bit here. Okay, now let's hit it with the good old-fashioned reset. We can fight him at full HP. Because this time we're not going to have a shield, so we're going to need to see if we can kill him before he does his big attack. And with this team's DPS, we might be able to.
Yeah.
Hello? Face the right way.
Teamwork is strength. You're toast.
Wind strike. As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Bow your head. Be sanctified.
Okay, that's great. Well, I don't know why we have a shield, but I'm grateful.
Boba, get them.
Fallen wings, adorn my night.
No, don't kill him! Fuck, he died. Oh, no, he didn't. That was kind of a scuffed run because he knocked Neuvillette back during my charge attack. That wasn't very cash money. That wasn't very cool. I would almost wonder what else he's capable of doing. I can't think of any other like major team comps for him though.
Settle down.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Huh? Eat this.
Clouds high. The birds come.
Silence. Let the mighty be humble.
Holy shit. Fuck, we killed him too fast. Did you see that damage? Sheesh! Yeah, damn, dude. Holy shit. And that's a lot of... Okay, because Neuvillette does so much Hydra application on his Bing Bong that, Xiangling and Kazuha, when they're both swirling Pyro, are always going to vape. That's crazy, is it not? Plus, that double dips with his discipline. Nope. With this one. Basically, if any party member triggers any type of Hydra reaction, Neuvillette just gets more damage on his charge attacks. So it just doubles his damage. So long as they react with Pyro literally at all. That's what kind of sucks because they're a little bit discouraging Mono Hydro. Because, well, no, actually, even that's not true. Because you can Hydro Swirl. So I could still run Mono Hydro and just use Kazuha still. I think. I don't know if I actually can. I don't know if it works that well. Because Kazuha actually only... Wait. Every time Kazuha's burst hits, it does AoE damage? Oh, okay, yeah. It does AoE damage each time. So technically with Kazuha, I can run Mono Hydro. I guess that's the last team we'd like to check then, right? Who's another test dummy? The chicken should have respawned, shouldn't he? Let's try a Mono Hydro team. Oh, I'm excited for this. My only problem is Hydra doesn't have like a shielder yet. I guess we could leave him. I suppose it's probably gonna be these.
Chivalry will never die.
No, it actually wouldn't be these, would they? Wait, it actually wouldn't be these guys.
All
I
is
think
accounted for.
it would be
Let's move
Kokomi.
out.
And who? It actually won't be Yelan and Xingqiu because they can't activate their burst while he's charge attacking. What? Whoa. I already know Furina would go in this slot if I had her. But who else could fit in this team then? Would I just put another Anemo character?
Ready for anything.
I don't know. Now this is seeming a lot less promising. I was expecting to do big old fat damage with this guy, but I realized I can't really do that.
Wind strike.
Settle down.
Covenant of the Deep. I swear by my sword.
As one with wind and cloud. One with nature.
A brash maneuver. Hold the line.
Silence. Be sanctified. Settle down.
He still does a very healthy amount of damage.
Barbados, guide us.
Bow your head. An oversight on my part.
No. No, this team won't work until I can get Farina. Farina can make up the damage difference, because Farina goes here. And that way I could already start off with having 2 water summons. And then that way I can do Kazuha's combo last. So that Neuvillette can keep up his damage rotation. Okay, so this team, this is a no-go. This one, no pass. This one does not work. Yet. It will work spectacularly later, not quite right now. Also, this should be mentioned, though I don't know how relevant. Where's Bennett? Though I don't know how relevant it is.
Just sharpen my spear.
But I think my Bennett doesn't have artifacts. Or he's missing. Oh no, okay, I did give him his artifact back. Oh yeah, I gave him janky artifacts. But they're not max level. But, you know what, he still does good enough, right? But this team was better. This team's better. But I do believe one of these teams were still the best. I just don't know which one. I like this team better, truthfully, because it's like more autopilot. I don't really have to do too much. But this team's also fairly simple. The main difference is I have to get a little closer so that Kuki can actually activate the hyper blooms, right?
Melusines are beautiful.
They do so much damage. Want to fight something else I could see. I don't know what's the easiest boss to get to. I can measure this. I guess I could fight Child. He's always the problem is he dies too fast. Because he has 3 phases. Against him, I'm sure the Hyper Bloom variant would be a bit stronger, but whatever.
I promise I'll be gentle. Guess I should take you more seriously.
Bow your head.
Yeah, he's so strong.
Solidify.
Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds call into the wind.
Looks like it's about time to head over to the venue again. I'm still curious what Changyin saw the other day.
Relax, Paimon. We're gonna do the event eventually. Speculations over the new artifact set. I don't think that I've seen the artifact set, but
Silence.
I'll have to see. In fact, I'll just look into it right now. I already know where to look when I want to see stuff that I shouldn't see.
I wonder, will I finally make Sergeant? I wonder, when will I finally make Sergeant?
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any
Finally
other.
make Sergeant.
Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
What is he talking about? Let me see. Talking about water for.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine.
Oh, artifact
I
sets. Okay,
believe
here
I
we
will
go.
Continue to take pride in
But these are from 4.3 potentially. I can't tell you what I'm seeing, but I don't know what this means.
I wonder, when will I finally make Sergeant?
Well, whatever the case, we'll deal with the artifact sets when we get closer to finding any relevant information from them. In any case, speaking of what you were mentioning, though, I was recently having a debate with a real-life friend. I don't know if you'd call it much of a debate, because I'm certain that they're wrong. But is that word pronounced, this is what I believe the correct way pronounced, coyote, or is it coyote? And don't tell me about the like proper way to say it, because I know that the proper way to say it came from Spanish, right? So don't tell me that. Just tell me coyote or coyote. Because all I know is up until I heard my friend say that, I had never heard somebody call it coyote before. Mind you, I was kind of like preconditioned, I suppose, to call it coyote because, you know, Wile E. Coyote, right? Like that's how I always knew it. And then I heard other people say coyote, so I knew, okay, that must be right then. That's always how I understood how to say that word. Okay, let's continue doing this then. Coyote. Coyote. Coyote just makes more sense to me. It feels natural. Yeah, I'm sure they both are correct.
Wow, everyone got here so
One's got to
early.
be more correct than the others, right?
The sun is shining bright today. As soon as that leaf floats past Stonegate, we shall reveal today's poetry theme. The theme of the second day of the neighboring
Well, I'm gonna lower the
nation's
music
congenial
while we're
poetry
doing the
gala
event.
is pairing couplets. Pairing couplets? Oh, I've heard of that. It's a Liyue art form where you have to create new lines of poetry based on fixed rules. Kind of like a fill-in-the-blanks game, but for poetry. Heaven and earth, rain and wind, the endless sky and the boundless land, forest borers and ocean shrimp, lavender melons and matsutake shrooms. Based on a given line of poetry, you must create the second line to form a pair, or couplet. As long as you take inspiration from the wide world around you, you'll find it's not so difficult after all. The two lines should be neatly matched, complementing each other both semantically and rhythmically. In essence, it's just like most other forms of poetry. To buoy your imaginations and allow the winds of inspiration to fill your sails, we've added an additional component, an inspiration walk.
An inspiration walk?
They just
By
had a whole
inspiration
different
walk,
text
we
there.
simply mean wandering around in the wild,
A nature tour,
taking
an
in the
inspiration
scenery
walk.
and pocketing any poetic thoughts. of course, to all our friends, old and new, please be careful while out and about. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is already fully booked for the month ahead, and if there's any more demand, I'll be the only one with a smile on my face.
In short, please roam freely as the mood takes you. Enjoy the spectacular scenery of our two beautiful nations, and fill your imaginations with the most pleasing of poetry. We will all reconvene here tonight. Traveler,
Well,
can you round up
allegedly,
Xingqiu, Chongyun, and the Mondstadt
keyword
contingent? I
allegedly,
have a favor to ask of you.
weaponized crystallize, which only
Oh,
further
is it that
strengthens the
meme from
argument that
yesterday?
Nadia might use crystallize offensively. The other will allegedly give a bonus for overhealing, kind of like how life. I don't know how life fun works. I just know that it keeps killing me. But
Thanks. I'm counting on you.
that is pretty good though, because it's so easy to overheal, right?
We hope that each of you can keep an eye out for this while you're out on your inspiration walk.
Are you sure this is okay? It was just something I ran into, and now we're imposing my business on everyone else.
Oh, please don't say that, Mr. Chongyun.
Ugh,
Master Ji.
I can't stand hearing him.
Strange occurrences near Mondstadt and making a report to the Knights of Favonius is also part of our job.
I don't mind either, because while we're out,
I really
I came
hate
up
to
with
feel
new
that way,
cocktail
but
ingredients, too.
hearing Mika speak,
Just think of it
I-
like an outing with friends. It'll be
I really
fun.
hate to say it this way, but hearing Mika speak at all pisses me off. And I know that it
You should
shouldn't,
just humbly accept
but
their
he
willingness
pisses
to
me
help.
off.
Alright. In that case, thank you all very much. I will be sure to repay your kindness someday.
Now, how about we split into two groups for the day?
You mean to cover more ground?
Not just
God.
that. Don't forget, this is still part of the Poetry Gala. If we all see the same sights and sounds during our inspiration walk, how can we write unique poems?
That's true. But how do we decide who goes in which group?
Why don't we draw lots?
Chongyun's so cool.
Yeah! That'll make things even more fun!
Drawing lots?
I've got the slips of paper here. Who wants to go first?
Oh, Paimon! Paimon wants to go first!
I actually liked the part one of this event at yesterday, or I did it
Okay,
yesterday anyways.
So that's
I
the
really
Traveler,
actually
Paimon,
liked.
Diona
It
and
felt really
Chongyun in one
fun.
group, and Xingqiu, Mika, and Noelle in the other.
What a relief.
I'm with
At
Diona
least
and
I'll
Chongyun.
have Noelle with me.
Then I humbly place myself at your instruction.
Oh,
I also await your guidance.
No need to
Take
be
care,
so
everyone.
formal, man.
See you all tonight.
Oh,
It's a good thing they sent Mika with
Did
the other
anyone
group. I
forget
would have
to
been so
bring
pissed if he
anything?
came with us.
If not, then let's get going! Dun 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 dun! Come on!
Wow. Are those ears and tail real? So fluffy. Alright. Miss Diona, is there some place in particular you would like to go?
Just call me Diona. Since we're trying to find that thing you saw, why don't we start with the place you saw it last time?
Sure. Then, everyone, follow me.
Oh yeah, I forgot Xiao came to... He actually came to watch. Isn't that so funny? Xiao could object to doing something over and over again to literal gods of the world, he doesn't care. But as soon as we ask him to do the same thing, he's like, fuck, fine, I guess I'll go. You know? It's true, it did take a second. Where am I going? I love Xiao so much. Every time I see Xiao, it reminds me that I would maybe like to consider rebuilding him a bit more. Because I think now Xiao actually has artifact sets that better complement him. In particular, I think this piece is probably pretty good for him, considering... No, maybe not to... Oh, no. Well, yeah, this piece works pretty well for him. But I think he also stands to benefit from Mara Chelsea Hunter. Because... I don't know, maybe not. He doesn't really charge attack. But he could stand to gain from the crit. Actually, I'm interested in looking up what Xiao's best artifact set at the moment. Now this has my interest again. Let me see really quick. Okay, so in truth, his best artifact set still hasn't changed. It's apparently still Vermilion Hereafter, which I don't know what that even does. Gain after burst, gain light, increase attack. When HP drop, attack increase. Blah 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 blah. Up to how much? 4 times 40% attack increase. 8 or 48. 48 total increase in attack. Oh, it's already attack stacking. I know attack stacking looks relatively good for him because the bane of all evil. Because by the nature of his kit, he gets a lot of percent damage. And so attack stacking is worth it. I don't know how much of a DPS loss it is to switch for Desert Pavilion or Marachasi Hunter. However, it does consider them both as viable options. Like, it does give particulars. So, it says, if Xiao has a weapon with low base attack in a team with a lot of, like, attack buffing externals, such as Bennett or Thrilling Tales of the Dragon Slayer, then you can use Desert Pavilion. With Marachasi Hunter, while worse than the Vermilion Hereafter in most situations, the Marachasi Hunter does provide such a significant amount of crit rate that it's actually worth talking about. They say probably the hardest part about it, the only reason why they're not suggesting Marachasi Hunter as like a straightaway, like a clear winner, is that his Ascension stat is with crit rate. And so they say the most likely case is for you to be using some type of crit rate weapon like Deathmatch, I suppose. And so between Deathmatch and his, I'm sorry, why is Toma on Deathmatch? Was I doing something critting with Toma? What the hell is this? Did I do this? When did I do this? What was I accomplishing here? Was I okay with this? I guess I must have been okay with this. Beats the hell out of me. In any case, let me get back to what I was talking about. Since it doesn't appear that there's very many crit damage spears that is easily accessible, they assume that the large majority of Xiao mains are probably going to be using a crit rate weapon, in which case it'll be hard to balance out the fact that the extra 32% crit rate from Marachasi Hunter would probably be overcapping to some amount. So in my case, since I'm at the moment using like Royal Spear, which I'll admit, this isn't a good weapon, but it was just what I had. Now I'm sure I could find a... What does it say is his best free-to-play weapon? Deathmatch. I don't have Deathmatch though. I could give him Toma's. I even have another. I could give him this one. Why do I have so many Deathmatches? Why did I give one to Toma? Huh. We were theory crafting Toma last week. I don't even remember what we did with them. Honestly, I got so caught up. All my memories vanished from me when I went on vacation. Everything I knew and loved changed. Nothing was quite the same ever again. It's like I got factory. There's a chest here.
The wind knows me.
Oz, reveal!
Silence!
How long has there been a chest here?
Abandoned property.
Great, now I didn't get to hear Nuvulet's opening the chest line because I had to go read that stupid shit. I do think I need core lapis for somebody, I'm sure. I think we're still planning to build catching. Have I already built her to 80? No, right? I'm sorry, I've lost her. Where the fuck is she? Oh, there. Oh, she is at 80 already. I probably don't need any more core lapis then.
Solidified.
For some reason, I still can't shake the habit of picking up stuff. I know I missed that one Noctilucous Jade, but I don't care. I can't wait, once we get his talents up a little bit, to fully try him out in the Spiral Abyss. I have so many plans for him. And that's the reason I find him so, like, worth
Right over
purchasing,
there,
worth getting,
next to the
worth
water.
obtaining,
That's where
is
I
that
saw it. It
Nuvulet
was a
has
little
so
foggy
many
at the time,
teams
so I didn't get a clear look.
that are
The
usable
view from here is great,
and viable,
but there's
seemingly,
kind of a gloomy
with a lot
atmosphere
of
around
different
here.
units.
Is this
That
the
means
kind
I
of
could
place
run
you
basically
like
any
to
team I
go?
want on Team 1, and Nuvulet could probably round out the
I
team for
wasn't
Team
taking a
2.
walk. I come here to train.
Train? Like how knights train for combat?
It's a bit different. As an exorcist of Liyue, my training involves practicing techniques for the exorcism of evil spirits.
Exorcism?
I've always wanted to demonstrate the power of exorcism, but it's a pity. I've never actually gotten the chance.
Changyun is 1 in a million. He has pure Yang spirit, so as soon as he gets close, evil spirits run and hide. Huh? Isn't that a good thing?
It's awful. Have you ever heard of an exorcist that's never seen an evil spirit? A lot of people think I'm a fraud because of this condition of mine.
Your physical constitution is far rarer than the techniques still passed down by exorcists today. You should
There's my
treasure it.
boy.
Conqueror of demons.
Is that a friend of yours? Yep, this is Xiao, an Adeptus of Liyue. An Adeptus? Wow, I've never seen one of those before. Hello, Mr. Adeptus?
Just call me Shao.
So, are you here to train too? Or are you out for an inspiration walk?
When I heard about the exorcist's encounter, my suspicions were roused. That's why I'm here. I've already informed the owner of the inn. If you see anything out of the ordinary, return immediately and leave it to me.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to drag even the Conqueror of Demons into this.
I have already patrolled the area and found nothing amiss. Either the anomaly you encountered was no evil spirit, or perhaps it already left.
I guess that means we came all this way for nothing.
If there's no other business, I'll be taking my leave now.
Come on an inspiration walk. He really wants to say no, but he won't say no to us.
So you don't need to worry.
But
I would also be honored if you joined us, Adeptus Shao. It is a rare opportunity, and I have many questions about exorcising evil spirits that I would like to ask you.
fine.
He wants to say no so bad, but he won't say it to us.
Shy. Or maybe all the Adepti in Liyue are like this. Team Changyun has a new member! Yay!
What? When did this become my team? Now that Adeptus Xiao is joining us, if anyone's team leader, it should be...
Don't overthink it. Diona, didn't you say you wanted to find some new ingredients?
He has really
Yeah,
cool
I
eyes.
don't get to come to Liyue very often, so I want to gather some new ingredients while I'm here. I've heard that Liyue's Jueyun chilies can set your throat on fire. Is that true? I'm gonna mix them into my drinks and give it a try.
Huh? Julian chilies. I'm not sure that would taste very good.
Really? Perfect! Let's go pick a whole bunch of them.
What the...
As well as Jueyun chilies, I also need some slime condensate or loach pearls.
Are those really fit for human consumption? This is starting to sound like
Ugh.
something Xiangling
It
would
made
make.
me use Wet Traveler. What the hell am I looking for? Where the chilies at?
Submit for judgment!
At least it blessed me enough to let me use my
This
Chongyun.
should be enough.
I think. Actually, maybe not. I think it
Damn.
was all trial characters,
You
huh?
seem really committed to, making alcoholic drinks available to people of all tastes.
I love his eyes.
What? No, never! I hate alcohol! When grown-ups drink too much, they get that stupid drunk look on their faces, can't speak clearly, and don't even respond properly. Sometimes, they just sleep on the floor all night. Alcohol is the root of all kinds of evil. So, I'm on a mission to mix the most disgusting drink in the whole world and show everyone just how awful alcohol really is. Nothing can stand in my way. If it means coming out to Liyue every day to pick fresh Jueyun chilies, then so be it.
Is it really worth all that effort?
Yeah. Because all my previous efforts have failed. Those stinking booze hounds not only haven't woken up to the truth of how bad alcohol is, they even keep praising my drinks. It makes me furious!
But how is that possible? If this is the kind of stuff you're throwing into their drinks, it must taste absolutely vile. Surely.
Surely.
Are you calling me a liar? Well, if you don't believe me, I'll fix you a drink right now. Then you'll see.
No need.
Just you wait.
Oh no. Is she really going to add those Jueyun chilies?
If her claims are true, perhaps she too possesses a unique constitution of some kind.
I don't see how
could
it
say
could have anything
that.
to do with her. Unless she's under the influence of some kind of power? Maybe an evil spirit.
No, I sense no trace of the demonic in her. Although there are traces of something else. Something rather special. In Liyue, we might say this child has adeptal affinity.
It's ready. Here, I made one for Xiao too.
No.
Oh boy. Look at that color. Yep. She definitely added Jueyun chilies.
What's wrong? You're not allergic to anything, are you? Don't worry, there isn't even any alcohol in it. It's a slime condensate base with a seasoning of Jueyun chilies and finished with frog legs.
Surely there's no way this can possibly taste good. Xiao downed it in a single gulp. Oh, great. If the Conqueror of Demons drank it, it'd be rude of me to refuse. Oh,
Changyan drank his too. Is he gonna be okay?
This drink is...
delicious! It does have a touch of Jueyun chili, but it isn't at all overpowering. It's completely different from Xiangling's cooking or those drinks Xingqiu makes to mess with me. It's crisp and refreshing, with just a hint of numbness, and the Jueyun chili flavor combines with the smooth but not slimy texture of the frog legs to form a heavenly mixture. And oh, the slimes! Can we talk about the slimes? Before this, I never knew that they had such a pure and herby taste, like fresh grass after the rain. The power and purity of nature distilled into a cup. Amazing! Simply unbelievable!
That's right. Slimes are absolutely sublime. Oh, I failed again. But wait, what's gotten into Chongyun? He's been so quiet up until now.
I'm great, and I gotta try another. Diona, if you please, one more.
Oh, she's got him hooked. Oh, she got him all riled up.
I think I've calmed down a bit. I'm sorry. I can't believe I let you all see me like that.
It's fine. My fault for not checking your spice tolerance first. Oh, looks like this pure yang spirit isn't such a great thing to have after all.
Actually, before I drank it, I very much doubted what you said about your drinks.
Who'd have thought it? Diona and Chongyun are actually kind of similar. Xiao, what's wrong?
Look over there.
You mean the leaf?
Something's written on it.
What? You can see that from over here? Oh yeah, or it'll get swept away!
My boy. No, see... They just made me use my Chongyun. This is mine, isn't it? Serpent Spine? Yeah, this is mine. I recognize those shit stats anywhere. So why did they... They could have at least given me a trial Traveler, because instead they left me on my dog shit fucking build Traveler. And then they give me trial of these two? What's the point? They should have given me trial of everybody.
There's a poem written on it. The Conqueror of Demons has truly amazing vision.
The Paimon Sea!
Sky that night blossom of flood. Stars that like beat. In search of nectar and of dreams, and we that night were as new as the dew, under moonlight flowing like silken. Our words sweet as we sat by the spirit. I don't care.
It sounds like the author is writing about the first time they met their true love.
Although the following lines suggest that they didn't end up together.
Why write a poem on a fallen leaf? The flowing waters are ruthless. They carry the leaves away with the current. This poem would likely have vanished into the void had we not found it. It makes no sense to me.
That's true. I've heard Xingqiu say something similar before. When there's things that you're unable to say, or just never had the chance to say before it was too late, if it can be put on paper, it can be expressed as poetry.
Is it kind of like wishing at a fountain? I used to do that sometimes when I was little. So,
Isn't she still little?
that means that our mystery poet was probably hoping that someone would read it, right? You think? Then, should we write a poem in reply?
But we don't know who wrote it. How can we reply?
Why not go upstream?
Upstream? Why?
The ink looks fresh. It can't have been written too long ago. This withered leaf floated down with the current. If we travel further upstream and drop a leaf into the same waters, it should be carried down past the original writer.
Cool! Aw, this is so romantic! Communicating with a mystery person using poems on fallen leaves! But how do we make sure that they'll receive it?
We can write extra copies and drop the leaves in different places. As they say, where there's a will, there's a way. Surely at least one of our leaves will find a path.
Either way, it's our only option.
Then let's make like a tree and head upstream!
Bread pudding. I don't think that I've had any pudding besides vanilla ever before. have to think about it a little bit more, but it's probably been a long while since I've had any kind of pudding, but I'm fairly certain I haven't had bread pudding before.
Ooh, great! Now give it here, and Paimon will toss it into the water.
Things you never had the chance to say before it was too late. When silence is the final word, we mourn the loss of things unheard. I have little talent for, nor knowledge of poetry.
At least in the water. Look, it's like a little boat. Merrily, merrily down the stream. Life is but a dream.
We should probably pick up the pace. We still have a few more leaves to set afloat, and we need to get back before it gets dark.
Okay, let's go! Uh-huh. What's this? You two having a private chat?
No, it's nothing. I just hope this isn't all in vain.
Yes. Oh, that's definitely bread. And pudding?
The scenery here is quite beautiful.
I have no idea, to be honest.
Let's pause here.
I'd have to give it a try. I
inspiration.
can't even imagine
Should
what
we
its
set up
taste
camp?
profile's
Oh,
like.
please wait a moment. I'll pitch the tent.
It's an inspiration walk. There's no need for all that.
Okay, well, I'll conduct.
Wait, reconnaissance?
I'm
It
sure.
means survey the.
Are all inspiration
I'm
walks
sure,
in
like, there's
Mondstadt this
something.
complicated?
Hmm.
They're acting like
I'm
this
sure I could probably
is
find some way to get it somewhere
Am I
around
the
me, so
weirdo here?
I gotta be able to try that out.
In that case, I'll conduct reconnaissance with Mika.
Huh? Crumbs.
Very well. Then leave the camp to me.
So, Xingqiu,
No!
do
I can't
you,
skip this! Oh!
go on inspiration
Don't
walks
talk to me,
often?
Mika. I don't want to
Or,
hear you. I can't stand the sound
I
of your
do.
voice.
I always get bored when I'm cooped up at home, so I head out for a stroll. Life gets busy. You have to steal a moment of leisure when you can.
Cool.
Oh, la 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 la
Over there,
la
firewood.
la 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 la.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Kuwa. Know my sword.
Luckily, they gave me my Xingqiu, because with my Xingqiu, I could be able to fight anything. And that way I don't have to use Mika.
With this wood and the food,
You've got quite a knack at wilderness survival. I'll give you that.
thanks.
Oh, you sound like a character from an adventure novel.
You know,
Charging across the world, sword in hand.
Mika's probably the
What?
only character
If I really.
You're
that
too
I
modest,
genuinely
Mika.
feel
A hero is
that if I
measured not by
ever
the
got
blood on a
them,
sword,
I would ask
but by what's in
Hoyoverse
his
to remove
heart.
them from my account.
As long as a righteous heart that yearns to aid others beats within your chest, no matter where
I
you go,
don't even
or
want
what
the
you have
3
achieved, you
wishes
may be
you'll get
called
for
a
upgrading them.
hero.
I'd rather not have them.
Hello? Are you okay? Maybe we should return, lest Noelle be forced to wait on us.
Oh, sure.
It's only a matter of time. It's true. But that won't stop me from asking Hoyoverse to delete them from my account. I don't know if they'll do it. But I hope so.
Time to act. Body and mind.
It's like, most other Genshin characters is either so cool or good looking or stern or intelligent or funny, professional, just amazing characters. And then they
Do you
made
need a cloth
this
to wipe the sweat from your
thing.
brow?
I hate them. I hate them so
No
much.
need.
Good for you. Yeah, I bet. But I'd still rather take the
Wow.
DPS
You're
loss
cooking.
Truly
and
astounding.
go back to just
Never imagined
using
it was possible
Raiden
to
Shogun
enjoy
and
such a
Rosaria.
satisfying meal in the great
Or Kuki or
outdoors.
something.
Really? Then what do you usually eat when you're out on an inspiration walk?
Oh, well, since I usually sneak out from home, I just grab some dried snacks to take with me. Add in whatever fruit I pick along the way, and that's my lunch.
By sneaking out.
That's right. Or sometimes I'll tell a cover story like, I'm going out to take care of business.
But if you get caught, won't you get disciplined?
So just don't get caught.
Yep.
Hmm. Anyway, did anything interesting come up while you were
Just
out
get good.
scouting?
Just don't get caught.
Well, now that I think about it,
Huh? Me?
you're always Oh, remember that?
Oh? Sounds like she has both a heroic spirit and incredible martial prowess.
Don't. Oh, please don't praise me like that. We should talk about what we came here to do. Finding inspiration.
Miss Hoot's house.
You can write about anything. Looking at Cor Lapis, one can't help but wonder if one's own heart is as bright and clear as jade. Observing Silk, so bright and beautiful, one pauses to consider whether it ever feels the sadness and sorrow that humans do.
So we have to connect our internal world with the external one?
Exactly. But that's just one of many possible methods. Perhaps you might gaze out at the bridge in the distance and see a woman leaning on the railing, looking as if her heart is laden by sorrows that even the rushing waters below cannot wash away.
Huh? Wait! I saw her at the gala yesterday. She wrote one of the riddles we answered. Why don't we go say hi?
Perfect. They even gave me my Noel. My Noel built. She's kind of nice with it. I could use this. I hate Mika.
Hello, ma'am. How fortuitous it is that we meet again.
Hello. Are you here on your inspiration walk too?
Why are her
Yes.
eyes so
Allow me
nice?
to introduce ourselves. I am Xingqiu, and this is Noelle, and me.
Thank you for accepting our answer to your riddle yesterday.
Oh, don't mention it. It's all in good fun. I'm Kelly Rowe.
So,
That's right. I was traveling in the area and just happened to see there was a poetry event being held at Stone Gate. It looked fun, so I thought I'd drop in.
Your riddle yesterday made quite an impression on me. It was uniquely evocative. Have you studied Liyue poetry before?
I haven't, actually. I've just picked up a few things here and there from chatting with people throughout my travels.
Amazing. So you're a natural poet.
I
Amazing.
noticed you standing on the bridge from quite some distance
Send me
away.
pictures.
Are you drawing poetic
believe that
inspiration
they're
from the
real
flowing
and
current
that they're
beneath
out
your
there.
feet?
I haven't
I
finished
know
my
that they're
poem
real.
yet. The water here was just so peaceful and calming. I stopped for a moment and lost myself in admiring it.
Well, since we're all here,
Some
why
people
not head back with
enjoy
us to the venue for tonight's festivities?
this Final
It's getting
Fantasy
late after all.
aesthetic. I know plenty of people who like his gameplay. Like,
Are you sure?
one of the YouTube creators who I watch a lot
We can
lately,
walk and talk.
named
Perhaps the mingling of ideas
something
will give rise to
Oni.
new
I
inspiration.
think I've linked him
I'd
before.
personally like to hear Miss Callie Rowe's
He's
outlook.
another
I'm sure I can
Spiral
learn
Abyss
something.
enjoyer. But I haven't
Well,
seen
if
he
you're all in
features Mika
agreement,
quite a few times.
I
Like
have
even
no
I think
reason
in one
not
of
to
his
join
later
you.
videos, he did a physical DPS Kuki build, which included Mika, and it was pretty nice. His Kuki was hitting 20 Ks with every normal attack. That's about as much as that's more than my New Violette hits.
The first team is back, right on schedule.
Huh? The others have yet to return?
Come on, let's hurry!
We're not too late, are we?
Just how far did you all go?
Everyone catch your breath. Come on, deep breaths. 1, 2. Now, don't panic. The party hasn't started yet.
We made it! Oh, Paimon's exhausted.
chopping all those leaves, Paimon's hands are cramping up. Sounds like someone needs to exercise more. You guys picked up a new teammate while you were out?
Indeed. This is Kelly Rowe. I believe you'll remember her from yesterday, though you weren't introduced.
Hi, everyone. Hello, but you're not the only ones who's called in reinforcements. Look who we got! Wait. Xiao? Where'd he go? Xiao, come on out!
Absolutely not.
Now that we've all regrouped, let's... Scratch that. Looks like we're still waiting on my co-host.
They say roosters crow at first light, and finches go to bed at night. But Director Hu Tao's always on the ball. Anytime, anywhere, she'll answer your call.
Are the theatrics really necessary? We're already on day 2 of the festival. The opening ceremony is over.
But my dear, dear Paimon, it seems you are not yet aware. That was not for my own sake, but for a special guest who's joining us today.
Cloud Retainer.
Director
Zhongli.
Hu's
Ah,
memory
even
is
better.
as exuberant as ever. It always makes quite an impression.
You know, it's hard for me to ever say it so strongly, but Zhongli's voice
I hope you are well.
fucking gets to me, dude. Sends shivers down my spine.
Mr. Zhongli. He seems like somebody very important.
Yes. He's held in very high regard in Liyue Harbor. He's extremely erudite in many different domains of knowledge.
Allow me to introduce you all to Zhang Li, a consultant at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. His expertise is limitless, stretching from the celestial orbs to the terrestrial ores, spanning modern and ancient culture, delving into literature both prosaic and poetic. He may be my subordinate, but he is certainly a qualified poetry expert, and so we have invited him here tonight to judge the compositions.
The director exaggerates. I am but vaguely acquainted with a few lines of classical poetry. Should you consider me to be remiss in my appraisal of your own compositions, please correct me.
Yeah, enough with the modesty already. If I didn't know better, I'd say you seemed nervous. Just focus on judging.
Please rest assured that I shall rise to the occasion, Director.
Let me do
God, they nailed his voice, dude.
Great. Equal numbers on both sides.
He picked out exactly the right guy for his voice actor.
Okay, fine. But consider this a favor.
With our Fontaine friend present, perhaps we should rename this event to the Three Nations Congenial Poetry Gala. Also, I'm just noticing that Paimon should only count as a half teammate at most. That kind of puts Team Traveler at a bit of a disadvantage. Well, how about this? I'll join in as well. Director Hu Tao, here to help out in your hour of greatest need. What does everyone think?
Naturally, the more the merrier. Being the host of the festival shouldn't stop you from having the chance to enjoy it like the rest of us.
Then it's settled.
Enjoying Abyss is not cringe.
Feel free to join in
Oh, I
too
love
and
the
support
Spiral
your
Abyss. It's so much fun. Sometimes,
about
not
me?
every time.
Shall I
This current
keep
Spiral
track of
Abyss
the
is not
score?
bad. I wouldn't mind playing it again and again. In fact, we're going to play it when Nevia lets a little more built.
We're
Oh,
all
yeah.
friends here, and this isn't intended to be competitive. But what do you think, Judge Zhongli?
I concur, Director. Moreover, it would be disingenuous to impose upon our friends from Mondstadt and Fontaine a competition in which they are judged on how rigorously they can adhere to Liyue poetic conventions. Since this is a congenial poetry gala, should we not begin with inspiration and finish with friendly conversation? The aim being for all participants to enjoy themselves.
I do understand what you were saying before, though. I
I
do
was so nervous about
agree that
this.
they probably should have
It
saved this
sounds
for like
it's gonna be
4.4.
pretty relaxed.
Couldn't
Unless they
ask
have
for a
even
better
bigger and
judge.
grander stuff
Zhongli said everything I was
or
supposed to
events
say,
later
only far
on.
more eloquently. So, without further ado,
But this would have been like a perfect filler event because people love just seeing the characters, right? We want to see the characters. We want to interact with the
Put on your
people.
thinking caps and take a deep breath of fresh air. The second stage of our poetry gala will now commence. Matching couplets.
Perhaps I could break the ice with a humble contribution to inspire others to share their brilliance. Please listen to the first line in the couplet. Lounging in luxury inside a Shinue kiosk booth, delighting in countless contemporary tastes.
What? He managed to think of...
Shinue Kiosk. Should that be paired with Lily Pavilion? Or are they too similar for a couplet? Oh, this is pretty difficult.
Shinue Kiosk. Contemporary tastes? I guess I should pair the modernity of their VIP dining experience with an emblem of the past. Ah! Maybe where I was training that one time. That was quite ancient. The weather was terrible that day. Okay, I got something. Surrounded by history, outside a Tianheng Pass pavilion, as lightning sets the boundless tenebrous skies ablaze.
Wow! Chongyun completed the couplet!
Shinue Kiosk is a renowned modern restaurant, while the mountain pass of Tianheng is a prominent historical landmark. These two iconic locations form a complementary pair.
And I could just hear him. I need him to
also
read me
contrasts
bedtime
rather
stories.
well between the two halves of the couplet. One half describing a leisurely and comfortable indoor scene. The other portraying a hazardous outdoor scenario where there is no protection from the elements.
Huh? I was just describing what I experienced that day. I guess I just got lucky. Alright.
No, Zhongli's just like
I guess
that.
I'll start the next couplet. Mind pines for Mingyun. Flesh confined to Qingse. Spirit striding high on Zheyun's clouds.
Oh, Chongyun, you dark horse. Looks like you came to play today.
This conjures the image of one with lofty aspirations, whose life is limited to a small town, but who awaits the opportunity to one day ascend above the clouds. The use of various locations for their symbolism is quite novel indeed.
Oh! Soul shines like jade stone, dressed in finest silkwear. Lucent heart still beats within me now. Wow, how did Noelle do that?
How did she
A
do it?
superb line. It employs the metaphor of precious stone to describe one of noble and moral character, with a pure and clear heart. The symbolism in this case is centered around objects.
Now I want
Truly the work of a skilled poet.
So this clearly illustrates that you know, Chongyun and Noelle's contributions were fair and valid and good even, but this shows that Zhongli's ability to comprehend their contributions and extract from it and impose his own perspective on it, where he covers literally each and every potential possibility as to what they mean. Even Chongyun was like, wait, did I mean what he said? You know, this shows that this guy, he's just something else, you know? God, I fucking love
That
him.
was a commendable couplet.
All thanks to your guidance while we were out on our inspiration walk. I'd like to start the next couplet. Up into the misty karst, down among the grassy marsh, all for lotus seed and bird egg soup.
Lotus seed and bird egg soup?
What is it, Diona? Did you think of a second line for the couplet?
No. Everyone's poems are so complicated. I need more time just to understand them. But when I heard lotus seed and bird egg soup, it made me think of berry and mint burst. Maybe because I mixed a similar drink recently.
North beyond the Starfell Lake, south across the windswept plains. Just for berry squeezed and mint infused.
No
Traveler
wonder
speak?
everyone praises the traveler so highly. You answered so quickly.
Both halves of this couplet require intimate knowledge of the terrain in question and the local plants that may be found there. The two of you are clearly both seasoned travelers.
Does this mean I helped? Meowza!
Hey now, Zhongli. Don't just praise everything you hear. You should question and press them a bit. Don't worry about upsetting anyone. After all, I'm here to take the heat.
Then allow me to try another. Qingxin has no heart,
Still, it soothes the human heart.
Is she talking about the medicinal effects of Qingshin? This is a hard one to match.
Sweet dream is no dream, yet it nurtures people's dreams.
Sweet.
2 voice lines in 1 event? Crazy.
Does that really match?
Since the suitability of the match has been queried, I shall act according to the director's wishes and ask you, what is the link between Sweet Dream and Qingshin?
Oh, you mean eating a delicious dessert before bed will make you sleep well, right? You're amazing!
Yeah, you got him all beat blush indeed.
The 2 halves of the couplet match.
She
This
got
point
shall
is well
blush
taken.
indeed. Oh no.
Points for me, points for thee.
Oh, I love
This
it.
judge gives out points for free. But if you ask me, everyone's being a little too conventional so far. Let's push the envelope a little. Go nuts!
Oh? In that case, why don't you finish this one for me, Hu Tao? Round moon in the heavens, full moon at night. Celebrate with circle of friends.
Oh, square meals in the basement. Big bowls of rice. Decorate with cuboids of meat.
Huh? What the?
Ah, we have ourselves a pedant's couplet. The 2 halves have no thematic connection, yet each word has its perfect parallel, meaning the 2 halves do form a cohesive whole. The strict pairings make this no easier to achieve than a thematically coherent couplet.
Blah, 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 blah. So verbose. Zhongli, just tell me if I got a point or not.
Of course you did. I presumed it went without saying.
Damn.
Through Cheongji, I walked 100 miles. At Guili, I ended my march. In Dihua, the silver grass grows in 2 styles, but horsetails don't trot out the marsh.
From vendors, I bought some 15 steaks. At dinner, I sizzled the lots. At pressure, the tenderloin cooks in 2 ticks, but 15 won't fit in the pots.
Huh?
Damn.
So that's a pedant's couplet. I don't think she can do that too. I thought of one. Wolf hooks can't hook Baron Bunny. Aw, that's a cute couplet.
Sweet flowers can't outsweet Sister Barbara.
We got one of the Sims here.
Now, that's the passion we like to see. Although, unfortunately, your response was technically 1 word too long.
Don't talk. Nobody asked for you.
In that case...
Oh, this Mondstadter's got talents.
Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of clear springs.
Wow, Noelle came up with another one! Come on, match the couplet. Paimon knows you can do it. Do you really think Paimon has what it takes? Fine, Paimon will give it a whirl. Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of clear springs. Seething in the pouring rain, sword of pain swipes at my foe, beating up the eye of the storm. What? Really?
I don't know.
Yes, very good. The image of challenging powerful foes in the harshest of conditions seemed to manifest before my eyes, and it was perfectly juxtaposed against the atmosphere of leisurely reading with a cup of freshly brewed tea.
Really? Maybe Paimon has a knack
You
for
said
this
clean even,
after
but I
all.
think beautiful precious. It's true.
It
That's a
appears that
sad
my
thing though. Is you
services
could put
as a
Klee in
judge
any
are no
event.
longer needed.
No, Zhongli, don't go. I literally I would pay money. Listen to me. Listen. I would pay an unbelievable fortune to have an event where all the event is just Zhongli telling these stories each day. I would gladly participate in a whole event where Zhongli just talks to you for an hour. I would gladly listen each and every time. I would record it and have it with me as my daily morning mantra.
I really enjoyed myself too.
I love Zhongli so much. Yvette does the same thing for me though. I love both of their voice actors. They're so stern and clear and talk with it's such an eloquent manners. It's it's beautiful. Literally beautiful.
Miss Kelly Roy, are you okay? You look like you're getting tired.
She's probably about to turn back into
Don't
an
worry,
ocean.
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Although, I do have a question I'd like to ask. Have all of you read Heart of Clear Springs?
I haven't actually read it.
My dad told me this story once. It's about a spring fairy and a young boy.
Oh, yes. The story of a spring fairy who left her homeland and met a boy under the moonlight in a faraway land. The boy poured out his heart to her, and she listened to his stories. Over time, the boy grew up and began to develop feelings for the spring fairy. But the spring fairy didn't understand human love and was afraid that making a promise to him would ultimately end in tragedy. And so, I don't know if Diona's father mentioned the part about the kiss to her.
In the end, the spring fairy left the boy and was never heard from again.
Ah, yes, that's it. Many years went by, and the boy became an old man, but he never stopped believing that the fairy was real and not just a dream.
Sounds like a tragic tale.
So, what do you guys think of the spring fairy in the story?
I'm sure she made her decision with the best of intentions, but the boy couldn't hope to understand why she left. It's a shame that the misunderstanding never got cleared up.
Well, do you think she should go back and see that boy again if she ever had another chance?
Now? But isn't he an old man by the end of the story? If Paimon was that boy... Actually, Paimon would definitely want to see the spring fairy again, no matter how old Paimon got. After all, she's the love of his life, right?
I see.
Oh? Looks like the party's still going strong over here. Are you coming up with more couplets? Need my help?
Stick to hosting, Tone Deaf Bard. If you get involved, you'll only match every couplet yourself and not leave any for the rest of us.
I never knew you had such a high opinion of my abilities, Paimon. But the couplet games are all over now. Tomorrow's theme is freestyle poetry.
Do we have to...
That's right. If you're not feeling confident, don't worry. It's never too late to register for Venti's Poetry Cram class.
I'll sign up.
I'll sign up.
Me too.
Hold on there, Buster. Before you start peddling your classes, just how much freedom is there with this freestyle poetry?
Noelle did not miss a beat.
Requirements at all.
It's as free as the winds that blow. And there's nothing freer. There are no limits to genre, form, content, or anything else. So long as it comes from the heart, you're welcome to put it into poetry. Give it a try. There's no better chance to express your innermost thoughts.
Whoa, that's almost too much freedom. Paimon can't decide which way to go. Our travels? Or maybe all the food that the travelers cooked for Paimon. Will you come too, Kelly Roy? Paimon wants to see what you write.
Who spawned that lizard?
Yes.
Why is there a lizard ruining my cutscene?
Ugh, my nose is starting to itch again. All right, I shall leave you to privately ponder your poems and bid you all good night.
Oh, I didn't mean to cut him off there. You, who spawned you here? Who spawned you fucking lizards? Why are there lizards here? What? Treasure?
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first, so it's legally yours now.
Legally, it's mine. There's another treasure chest. Did I even do my fucking commissions today? Why, yes. Yes, I did. Yeah.
Bow your head. Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
What the hell did he just say to me? But no voice line for Zhongli. Hey, I just want to hear them talk.
Greetings. I am the Chief Justice, or Iudex, of Fontaine. But you may simply address me by using my surname, Neuvillette. Not because I wish to keep my distance from you. No, I am merely conscious that being overly familiar may bring the impartiality of the judiciary into question in some people's eyes. If you have any requests or concerns, then, to the extent permissible by law at least, we can sit down and discuss them together as we partake of some imported water from Chaoyin Village.
God. You hear the way he said... it could just be me, but the way he said his name? Fucking damn, dude.
Greetings. I am the Chief Justice, or Iudex, of Fontaine. But you may simply address me by using my surname, Neuvillette. Not because I wish to keep my...
Why does he say it like that?
Greetings. I am the Chief Justice, or Iudex, of Fontaine. But you may simply address me by using my surname, Neuvillette. Not because I wish to keep my... I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties. Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate.
We've heard this one.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
I wonder why exactly he likes Melusine so much. Because, like, he's the one who even went out of his way. I'm sure it's not outrageous to suggest that he became the Chief Justice specifically to introduce Melusines to Fontaine.
Melusines, my apologies. This heavy rain must be quite an inconvenience for you. It's over. What's that saying again? Bolt from the blue? Yes, I believe that captures how it feels to me. Snow is in fact one of water's natural self-cleansing mechanisms. But human activity tends to reduce snow's purity, so do not consume it.
He warns us so adamantly.
I find that the beauty of bright sunlight is best appreciated from the indoors through a window.
He really does seem like the indoors kind of guy.
I cannot help but feel that you bringing me here is some sort of an assassination attempt.
Oh. You know, I felt like I heard him say that earlier. I guess that's why. I heard him say that when we went to go fight Asmon.
Good morning. I hope you have a wonderful day. It's past noon. You must be looking forward to your afternoon tea or coffee break. I certainly am.
He drinks tea or coffee? I thought he only drinks water.
Good evening. I hope you have not encountered any unpleasantness today. Good night. I am quite fond of the... Good night.
What? With just those two words? Whoa.
Good night. I am quite fond of the image of a perfectly still body of water, and it is on this note that I would like to wish you a peaceful, undisturbed sleep. May no waves of emotional distress ripple through your dreams tonight.
God, that good night? Holy shit, dude.
Good night. I am no rabid fan of trials. I preside over them only out of duty. for this is the task that has been entrusted to me. Fontaine does have some rather intriguing
Goddamn, the
laws
length
on
of
its
this.
books. For instance, it is forbidden to release any flying objects during the first 3 days of each month. During the dry season, all bivalves that wash ashore belong to the Hydro Archon, while all other mollusks belong to the people. No domestic pets shall be named after Farina. Tomato ketchup is to be consumed in restaurants only as a condiment, never on its own. And finally, Melusines are to be addressed using she/her pronouns, never the impersonal it/its. That last one was my personal contribution.
Nice. Now that I think about it, I guess there aren't any guy Melusines, huh? That makes sense.
Some days my mind wanders, and I fantasize about walking into the rain. Oh, but don't worry. My flights of fancy don't distract me from my work. The bishop's ancestry can be traced directly back to the Fontamer Sea, which is why they are so adept at evolution. I am reminded of an old custom that the dragons once observed. We would take a sip of our perished young brethren's blood. Whenever the tides are disrupted by the motion of the moon and stars, the water within the bodies of us hydro-organisms surges up towards our heads, reminding us that our deceased kin will soon be revived.
I don't know what that means.
From my observations, humans have a tendency to view themselves as being in opposition with nature. And whenever this point is raised, someone is always quick to respond by declaring that humans are in fact a part of nature like any other organism. To someone like me, however, who knows an inkling of the truth, what would be most beneficial is if human civilization and the natural world of this planet could seek ways to coexist with one another.
Too true, too true.
I usually do my best to avoid forming personal relationships or even collaborating with others outside of established procedures. But you have shown yourself to be trustworthy, and you have no problematic entanglements with Fontaine's local factions. Therefore, I would be pleased to journey with you. Water tasting is a rather sophisticated discipline. Pyro-heated water has the standard au naturel flavor found ubiquitously in the natural world, while water boiled using charcoal has distinctly rustic notes. Similarly, while cryo-chilled water is cold but otherwise unremarkable, the frozen rivers of Snezhnaya, when melted, produce a water with an entirely different flavor profile altogether.
He's a master at water tasting.
Animals can survive for weeks without food, but merely a few days without water. There is no dish that could ever compare to pure, unadulterated water. With that in mind, food items that contain plenty of liquid are the next best thing.
If we are Hydro homies, he is the Hydro Lord, right? I could drink to that. Let me take a sip of water.
How can people bring themselves to consume deep-fried foods?
Because they're delicious.
Grilled food with no sauce. The worst
No
culprits,
sauce.
in my view, are those charcoal-baked Argilenak cakes. Surely even eating a dehumidifying agent would be kinder on the stomach.
Oh, hear the way he, like, lashes at the end of those words? Oh, he's real pissed about this. Oh, he's really upset about this.
How can people bring themselves to consume deep-fried foods or grilled food with no
He cares
sauce?
a lot about this.
The worst culprits, in my view, are those charcoal-baked Argilenak cakes. Surely even eating a dehumidifying agent would be kinder on the stomach.
You hear that lash? Oh, he's mad about it.
Delicious. An abundance of juices, and the ingredients have been cooked to perfection.
So even in his food, he likes it as wet as it can
Fine
be.
effort indeed. My only advice would be to increase the liquid content and reduce the amount of fat. Too dry. A dish devoid of moisture has no way to convey the intentions of the chef.
I understand.
Ah, so it is your birthday. Happy birthday. I do not know if rain is in the forecast today, but let me see what I can do.
Alright, thanks, Chief.
I'm a little more familiar with you now. I can match your movements. Apparently, I'll have to show a little more of my true capabilities. I did not realize that you had such a penchant for getting into dangerous situations. So this is what you're truly capable of? And I shall have to get serious if I wish to catch up with you. Now that I have reclaimed one of the 7 authorities from the hands of the usurpers, I have regained my true form. I am now a fully fledged dragon, powerful enough to judge the rest of the gods. My final destiny is to judge the usurper king in the heavens above. But until that time comes, I will lend my power to you.
Too cool. I need to be more friendly with him so I can hear about this stuff. I should go put him in the teapot.
Thank you for inviting me to join you. The pleasure is all mine. Perhaps we could take a walk by a riverbank or somewhere similarly fluvial. Justice is blindsided. An oversight on my part. When the tide comes in, I shall return. I see the temperate waters of eons past. A silence fills the air. Allow me to intervene. Take a moment to rest. Be not perturbed. I am unscathed. The risk is growing, but it poses no threat to me. There's a tear in my robe.
There's a tear in my robe.
Abandoned property belongs in what you wish to find. Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience. Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession. The tides beckon. Be sanctified. Let the mighty be humbled. Silence. Bow your head. Settle down.
What a fucking cool character. We'll read this one day, but not right now. Not unless I could convince Zhongli to read his story to me. God, they're amazing. I love that so much. Oh yeah, I suppose we should go turn in the commissions that we just did. See, I wish that was a little more doable on a regular basis. Because I believe, so long as I don't misunderstand the system here, I believe that you can really only gain points from this from like questing or collecting stuff or events. However, these are not things you can do infinitely. There's not an infinite amount of quests or chests or events to participate in. So there's days where you can't even like benefit from that, right? Today is one of those days where we can. However, you know, not every time can we.
Add ass.
Add ass.
Thank you for.
Okay, and then I actually need to craft that last condensed resin. We didn't play the games today, but we're not gonna. Unfortunately, I took a little too much extra time than I planned to, so we gotta get... Today's not Sunday. No, it's not tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow, the plan for Genshin Impact, we're gonna do Nivelet's talent domain. We need to play the new minigames. And we need something else. And we need to do Fontaine's reputation stuff. Okay, so that's the plan for Genshin tomorrow. For now, though, we need to go catch up with Star Rail. Okay? So if you're here for just Genshin Impact, minigames, yeah, we're gonna do I believe they should have opened up new minigames, yeah. Because we did the level 1s of them yesterday. We'll do the level 2s tomorrow, and see where we go from there. For now, like I said, we're going to transition over to Star Rail, however. So if you're here for just Genshin Impact, then thank you so much for dropping by. In summary, we built one of the coolest characters Genshin Impact has released in a long while. It's literally been forever since they released somebody this fucking cool. Intro that looks kind of enough, it's true. The minigames weren't that bad though, so I don't mind playing them. It's just, I think we have to do Simulated Universe today, so that's why I kind of need to get on it, you know? So we're gonna go do that. Like I said, if you're here for just Genshin Impact, then thank you so much for dropping by. I'm gonna set this up. I'm gonna buff the music a bit more because because why not? Put it back on Star Rail. That was so cool. I love Neuvillette. His voice actor, you know he's doing that on purpose. You know he knew, right? He knew, like, what exactly it was he was getting himself into with some of those voice lines, right? Like, I mean, come on, you don't make those sounds on accident, right? And if you disagree, you're just wrong. %. That's what I'm saying. No person ever makes sounds like that on accident. You definitely knew that what you're trying to do. Now, I say trying to do, but what I mean is what he did flawlessly. He couldn't have done it any better. He absolutely fucking aced that shit. Those two lines in particular, there is many lines that, you know, you could praise him for, but I need which one of these are for Harmony? Harmony is Abundance. I don't know. I don't remember. We just synthesized something. Doesn't really matter. And it's good. We actually need to farm Golden Calyx today, because we still need to farm more money. My calculations suggest that we're gonna need a whopping like $3 million. So we need to get straight into business here. Really quickly while this runs, I'm gonna go check on my dog real quick, make sure he's doing good, he's got water and everything, so I'll be right back, okay?
This is double speed.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the long wait. Just checking on it. He had made kind of a mess, so I had to make sure it was all cleaned up. Yeah, did you see how much damage my Jingliu does, though? I mean, I know that example's not great. She just attacked into a shield, right? Look at this. She can almost wipe this whole field. Of course, Silverwolf's trying to take the stage right now, but... Dude, she does so much damage. Tell me that's not an insane amount of damage. Tell me that's not crazy. Wait, I thought she attacked and then ulted. But... Okay, well at least she gets it now. She still has one more stack, so that means this is a wipe. Dude, that damage is ridiculous. Even I still get a little fucking worked up every time I see it, dude. And it's so much. And you know, my build for her isn't even that good yet. I could still make her way stronger. And that's the plan. I'm gonna keep building her. At the moment, I'm kind of waiting to... I'm kind of doing like what I'm doing in Genshin Impact, I guess, a little bit, where I'm building her just to an adequate amount for now, because I need to wait until I finish building her team, and then once her team's fully built, then I can feel comfortable about switching back to just focusing on building her relics. I don't remember. Did I even take her traces up to 10? Or did I stop early? Oh, they showed so much damage.
And awaken. Can I have fun this time?
Oh yeah, they're level 10. I think I left this a level 1, but it doesn't really matter. You see, I have her on... what do you call this? S5? On the Herta shop weapon, which is okay. I figure it works out quite well, because if I pair her with Silverwolf, then she'll always be able to proc this. Silverwolf isn't always going to be on her team, though, so that'll change eventually. But I'm also still planning to pull for her weapon, so we'll see how that goes. In Star Rail, I'm a little less inclined to pull for every character, or to pull... Basically, in Star Rail, I'm planning to save after Jingliu for Jingliu's rerun. And then I'm gonna try to get her... If I don't get her weapon now, I'm gonna try to pull as many Eidolons for her as I can. Because I wouldn't mind having an E6 Jingliu. She is... I love all of my characters so far, but she is, like, far away my favorite character, you know? So Pale. Honestly, maybe soon. She's potentially a part of the team comp I'm planning for Jingliu. At the moment, I'm guaranteed to run Jingliu with Bronya. And then I'm in debates as to who to run as the third support. As a second support, sorry. I'm 50-50ing right now between Tingyun and Kayla. If I run Tingyun, that's two Harmony characters, but it's also not necessarily bad, because they both help Jingliu achieve what she wants, which is... Bronya helps Jingliu take more turns, which is good for when she does fall out of her Syzygy stacks. Syzygy stacks? And then, obviously, the damage boosts and crit damage boosts that Bronya offers will be insanely compatible with her as well. Where Tingyun also will help her get her ultimate much faster, which is really, really good, might I add, because Jingliu's ultimate just always grants her a synergy stack, which means she stays in her ascended form for far longer. But it's true that Pela does offer big uppies for damage because she defense shreds the whole team, right? All of them defense shred. Of course, I think I have to have enough effect hit chance on her. I think she only needs like 20% more or something. But that's light work, no reaction, because I think I would just give her this. Yeah. And it's light work. Oh, does she buff ice damage? I didn't actually know that. Am I stupid? How come I can't see that? Eidolon. Reader, Pele regenerates 5 energy. Using skill. Remove buffs, increases speed for 10. Skill is used. There is 100% target and base resist. Oh, I guess it's ice resist, huh? I kept thinking it was like resist frozen or something. Okay, well, yeah, that's obviously makes her doubly good. And plus, I have her at E6, so there's really no logical reason for me not to use her. Basically, it comes down to finding out how much Bronya helps Jingliu's damage. If Bronya is able to keep Jingliu in the ascended state for long enough, or for they give her a passable time threshold, then I technically don't need to include Tingyun into the equation, and I could just forgo it altogether and put in Pela to add more damage, more oomph to her ascended state. Look at that. Single target, 31k. 31,000 damage single target. She hits 3 targets with that. She would hit... I think it hits half of that. So that'd be... like basically double the damage. If she hits 3 targets, that would have been like 60k. Insane, is it not? And then as far as the damage threshold showed, at least on Pridwin, her weapon offers a 15% DPS increase compared to On the Fall of an Aeon R5. So she would do 15% more damage in there, and then there's the Eidolons, which I'm planning to get her. When using her ultimate or enhanced skill, her crit damage increases by 24%. Which is insane. Additionally, if only one enemy target is attacked, the target will be dealt ice damage equal to 100% of Jingliu's attack. Which is insane, right? Absolutely wild. That's using ultimate, increases the damage of the next enhanced skill by 80%. That's also wild. That's just like straight up almost doubling her damage. It's gonna make her burst potential so insane. During her enchanted state, the attack gained from consuming allies' HP is additionally increased by 90% of the total HP consumed from the entire team. The cap of attack gained this way also increases by 30%. That's wild. That means she hits the cap on her attack stacking even farther that way. E6 photo. Yeah, well, you'll get to see it in full color eventually. This E6 is truly her most wild Eidolon though, as most of them are, but this is insane. Because at the moment she can hold up to 3 Syzygy stacks. But this bumps it up to 4. And she gains an additional stack. This will allow her to stay in her Syzygy form basically forever, especially combined with Bronya to give her more turns. Because realistically, she'll always start it with 2. This is assuming right now E0. She starts her Syzygy or her Spectral Transmigration at 2 stacks. And then let's say you have your ult, you'll be at 3 stacks for 3 stacks, right? However, with the E6, she would be at 4 stacks and have 4 stacks. And within 4 stacks, that would be enough turns for her to also be able to take a turn to use her ultimate to add another stack back. Hold on, one moment. Okay, sorry. And back again. But yeah, I'm basically going to try to guarantee myself to try to get E6 on her next rerun. That's the plan. And like I mentioned, we're going to see about continuing to pull for her weapon, which we're going to try for again right now. I have a couple wishes saved up. Because she would otherwise be one of the first characters who I pull as a 5-star and don't pull their weapon. Which I know that's kind of like a little bit of a flex. But, you know, it is what it is. We cleared that out. That means we got one more shot. And of nothing. What is that Syzygy? It's true. see, make sure we've done all we need doing. What the dog doing? We'll get to this at some point. I don't know if I really feel like we do have to do simulated universe stuff. And I think, at least in that regard, okay, we know we're building Bronya. Are these okay? Honestly, I'm fine with Bronya's stuff. So if we're gonna, I guess we could just say we're gonna build Pela then. If we're building Pela, let me look up what's a Pela build. Straight away to Pridwen. Pridwen. Let's use the Eagle of Twilight Land. What? I've been throwing all of that set away. They told her to use the wind set. Excuse me? I literally decomposed all of it. Oh well. Fucked up there. Supposedly I should try to run her with Broken Key. That makes sense. Especially if my Jingli is gonna have 100% crit rate. Okay, so that means back to Broken Keel farming. Just fine. Otherwise, I could put her on Musketeer of the Wild Wheat. I don't really understand what's the point of the Eagle of Twilight line. Because I know it's obviously for the 4-piece, which says after the wearer uses their ultimate, their action is advanced by 25%. I obviously understand that that means to give her another turn as fast as possible, but I don't really get the point of it. Okay, so it says she needs an effect hit rate until 67%. Afterwards, she needs an effect resistance of 30% if running Broken Keel, which it seems like we might be. Alternatively, we could run her on Fleet of the Ageless, but I think we're already running this one on Fleet of the Ageless. Do they stack? Did he stack? It would be nicer if I could run her on Broken Keel, but we'll see what we end up getting, I guess. I mostly asked them to see, or made sure to find out, so that we could go run World 7, because that's the one that drops Broken Keel. Isn't it? Broken Keel, Rudolin Arena. This is literally best in case scenario if we do run that the case, because that means we could also work on trying to find better Rudolin Arena pieces for my Jingliu. Before we do this, actually, I want to see... Copy that. I'm gonna go to mobile meta and see what's my stat allocation, my relic score. So we can take a look at that together. Excuse me. At the moment, my Jingliu is an A rank. He has 41 crit rate and 191 crit damage. That's really, really good. Understand, however, that through her passive, she gets 50 crit rate. So she's really at 91 crit rate. So it's not that far off, right? Plus, oh, is it already accounting for this? I don't know if it's counting this too. But then this is 25% more crit damage for 2 turns after using her ultimate, which means she's guaranteed to at least get 1 hit. Or no, she's probably guaranteed to get at least 2 hits in her ascended form, so that's truly amazing. As you can see, we need to find better of this. Admittedly, I'd like to try to find attack gloves that have no speed on them, because at the moment my Bronya and my Jingliu are tied in speed, and I need Jingliu to be... What is it? Do I need her to be slightly faster or slower? What did it tell me? Oh no, I need it to have slightly more speed. I need her to be slightly faster than Bronya. That way, she takes a turn and then Bronya gives her another turn, which will put her into her Syzygy form, her Spectral Transmigration. And the passive from entering Spectral Transmigration is that she instantly takes another turn. So that's like taking 3 turns straight away. Which is insane, is it not? Truly wild. But yeah, we do need to work on these. I need to work on this piece a lot. I don't know how I'm ever going to find a better piece in this, to be honest. I think the literal only way is if this rolled 1 more time with the crit rate. I guess if I find an ice damage boost that has crit rate and crit damage, it'd be pretty good. But it is very hard to beat this piece. This piece is rather decent. I don't know that I actually needed to have that much speed, but you know, it is the case, so it is what it is. But in general, I'm not gonna lie, most of her pieces are fairly good. I could potentially find a better headpiece here. Technically, I'm not at 50 crit rate, so I'm not at a perfect 100%, but that's why I'm saying we'll work on her after the fact, right? And then just to flex, I guess, I could show some of the other stuff. I mean, none of them is that crazy, but especially this. Holy shit, apparently they ranked it really badly, but my Fei Shen's kind of cracked. She doesn't have enough defense, which is kind of the bad part, but she has almost 8,000 HP, which is really insane. As I understood it, I think what I'm actually supposed to do is take off one of the, like... I probably need to refarm some of the set to have more defense, because I think the current ideology is that Fei Shen should have 1,600 defense, but we'll work on that later. I don't remember why I brought all that up, but we're gonna farm World 7 then. What's nice is I could run this with literally anything. I could even use Remembrance because I finally have a nice character, right? I could beat this with anything I want. Something's Bambi. Yeah, it's Bambi. Which, fortunately, look at this. Almost everything already has weakness to ice. This one doesn't, but then we could just give it weakness to ice with Silverwolf, so it's actually cracked. And he's just ultimately weak to my whole team by nature. That's why I say I could beat it with anything I want. In fact, I'll let you pick. Just, you're not allowed to pick Nihility. You can pick anything else, but not Nihility. Want the ice? We'll give him the ice. Let's give him the ice. She's so cool.
This is double speed. Humans creations.
In lunar flame.
Cool it. These are both really good. Oh yeah, it's gaming time. We already got such a wild start up on the first enemy.
And awaken. Time for a fun.
Icebreaker. We really didn't need any of those cards. I would have been better off with the cards we got from the first one.
Gather as one. Time for a fun.
I didn't say this slightly. I hear you. Oh, we always take crit damage. That's just strong. I hear you, and I agree. I agree. I don't know if Blade agrees because she just about did that for like 100 years to him. Something like that, I don't know. I don't remember how long his punishment was. That's 29k, that's still not bad. Like, you keep giving him the ice.
The moon shines on the truth.
Gather as one. Time for a fun. This is double speed.
Touch this. Was that over 100k? God damn! Will increase damage against frozen targets, yes sir.
I taste some malice in the air. The moon shines on the truth.
This is double speed.
Permafreeze this fucking guy.
Humans, creations.
Did you see it try to give him a turn right there?
Time for a fun.
Oh, he's pissed. Stay mad. I guess we didn't have enough damage. Because she fell out of her spectral transmigration.
In a lunar flame.
Oh. Oh, well, I guess we got follow-up attacks now. It literally gave me 3 elation cards. What am I supposed to do with that? This is a really good piece if I wanted to go for DPS Fushan. I probably don't want to, but I'm gonna hold that piece just in case. It's actually fine for me to run DPS Fushan since I'm running Lynx, but I don't really want
Try it all.
try harder.
This is double speed.
I love her so fucking much. What am I supposed to do with this? I'm getting scammed here.
The moon shines on the truth.
I'm getting fucking scammed here. I'm not getting a single remembrance card anymore.
In lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
I think you can hit me. Hit me. Yin and yang.
This team's so cracked. Good, good, good. What's happening?
The moon shines on the truth.
Kaya. It's true. And he's not bad. Even in this day and age, Kaya's still strong. He's still a strong boy. I was almost 200k DPS. Oh.
The moon shines on the truth.
In 4 turns. This is doable. I don't even need to turn it off auto battle, I think, because Jingliu is just gonna keep him killed and locked down.
This is double speed.
In lunar flame.
Oh! 100k single target? 4 turns? This guy might not get 1 turn. Holy shit. No, 99k? Oh. This is almost irrelevant because she already has a 100% crit rate. I almost want this Elation card, but I'm just gonna pick Remembrance to stay on theme. Just trying to stay on brand here.
The moon shines on the truth.
This is double speed.
Okay, now watch us pop off.
Human creation.
Dodge this. Yep, he's still frozen.
In lunar flame. Blade of moon.
Time for a buzz. Converge and awaken. Time for
And it's actually kind of good because they got quantum broken here, which means even when they do get a turn, they're gonna have to skip it because of the quantum break. That's kind of stupid.
time for a buzz.
You know what? We haven't seen Lynx literally do anything. Let's just press the button manually. Let's give her something to do.
Creations. Time for a buzz. This is double speed. Here, try this.
I wonder why there she randomly decided to help Fusha.
Blade of moon. In lunar flame.
You with the hatchet, it's true. A nice little pickaxe. Oh yes, this was what I was looking for, the dissociation one. Hey, do we want E1? Yeah, we fucking do. You know why that's doubly good? Look at this. Now we have E1 her, I think, which is gonna give her more big damage. But most importantly, we have E1 Husham, which is gonna give 30% crit damage. Right? Holy shit, am I right? Am I right? And then she's gonna get more ults for glory, right? It's actually insane. Ah, shit. Ooh! Ice damage, speed, crit rate, low rolls, but not bad, dude. That piece could go places. That piece could be what we're fucking looking for. This is only 9, right? We don't need to be... This is only 9. We keep going. I hate when they force me into blue stages. I just want to fight. What a waste of my fucking time. Elation Hunt. I don't really need either of those, but I'll take both of them. This is the most rough part because Jing Liu has no stacks and doesn't have her ultimate. But now she's gonna have enough to do everything, I think, because she's gonna take out an extra turn here. Pop off.
Try harder.
No, he got broken by fire damage. Now he can't skip his turns. It's true though. What's so quantum about being hit with a pickaxe? Right? What's so spatial about that? Bro, she's hitting over 120k with just her. That's just her normal attack. Dude. I mean, it's technically its skill, but of course now we have to go through charging time, so it is what it is. No, that's why I urge you to understand. This is what Bronya's gonna help out with, is getting her back into it faster. $82K, single target. The 1500 from Lynx, it's true. Her damage is so wild. More energy. More energy, more gooder. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted for this one because we have the ultimate. Ultimate counts as follow-up attacks, so this could make her do ludicrous amount of follow-up damage. But this is also good for getting her ult back faster. I think we do more faster ult, right? I think so. I don't know. I'm actually not sure if that works. Okay, time to enhance. First of all, you would think otherwise, but we're going to enhance these straight away. Because that's free energy. Then we're gonna pick up this one, I think. We go for the elation upgrade too, because this is a pretty big. Actually, let's go for this. Actually, you know what? I don't think this benefits her at all. Now that I think about it, I don't think it does anything.
Seems no good either. 100%
This is a cool team because they could actually use all 4 techniques.
This is double speed.
Let's see if he even gets a turn.
In lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
Time for a fun. Time for a fun.
I don't think he's gonna summon the plants, dude. He skipped the whole phase 1. He didn't get a single fucking action. Oh my god, tell me that's not busted. He literally couldn't do anything. Unfortunately, Jingliu has to recharge here, so on the next turn she goes crazy. Watch her. Watch her go stupid here. Because she's gonna attack, get her ultimate, enter Spectral Transmigration, attack, go shoot the whoop.
In lunar flame.
Oh, almost 200k from that skill use. Oh, skipped their whole turn again. Oh my god. And Jingliu has her ultimate again. Which means she's gonna get to stay in Spectral Transmigration.
This is double speed. Time for a fun. Time for a fun.
I'm feeling like pressing this just to see her one more time during this run. What? He resisted it. He resisted the freeze. I don't remember. Does she still have Syzygy stacks? Oh yeah, she's got one more. No, but now she's gonna run out of it. Wait, but she's gonna attack and get her ult again. So she's gonna go right back into it. Oh, actually, it's not even gonna matter. Silverwolf's gonna kill her. Kill it. Dude, what a run, huh?
Nice. Let's do it again when you're leveled up.
Ass. 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 Broken Keel, ice damage boost, effect resist. That's Pela's piece 100%, right? This is actually good for Pela. I don't know how we're gonna get the rest of the effect resist, but we'll figure it out. That's a nice run. That was a great run. And that caps us out on points for the week. It was very good. Very, very good. We love to see it. We have this to do, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I'd really... Terry would have been better. Agreed, but... It's ice damage boost with effect resist. That alone's already going to be pretty hard to come by, I think. I just wanted to see what it would recommend me, but it's all wrong. I'm sure she wants effect... She wants this, one of these. Energy regen rope. Which I don't think I have. She surely wants regen rope, right? Yeah, she wants regen rope. Actually, she doesn't even... It says she's probably better off not even using this and just using HP. They probably just want her to not die. Oh. Well, sucks to suck, I guess. I guess I could use defense. It doesn't really matter. Same deal, so long as it has effect resist. I suppose. I would really like it if I didn't have to use an effect hit rate body. I think we're using Musketeer, to be honest. I'd like it if I didn't have to use an effect hit rate body, because it's a little unnecessary since I'm using Silverwolf's Light Cone already, which gives so much effect hit rate. Silverwolf Light Event Light Cone. No, I think... I somewhat disagree. Even though I think she'll be fine without it, I think it's still always best to stack as much on a support character, on this support character as possible. Because literally her only goal in life is to apply team-wide defense resist, right? So long as she can do that as efficiently as possible, I think we'll be comfy with it. That's what I would really like to put her on an energy regen rate still. It can't hurt. It really can't. I just know that I don't have any of those available. Okay, I'm sure she wants some speed. This is speed, has effect resist. Honestly, I'm pretty much down to take it. But I want to see my other options, because if there's a speed one... I was kind of hoping, again, that it would have, like, effect hit rate or something. I guess we'll see these pieces first. Like, this piece is just good. Effect resistance and effect hit rate. Solid, right? Speed, effect hit rate. That's probably valuable too. I think we'll go with that one though. I think that basically forces us on this piece. I'm not comfortable with these broken kill pieces, but I just want to see them for now. I'm just gonna put this piece just because it doesn't have anything that takes away from anything else. I didn't mean to click off. She doesn't have enough effect resist yet, and she certainly doesn't have enough effect hit rate. So we'd have to find a way to even those odds. I think, what does she gain from Tracer? Does actually gain effect hit rate though. I think that's only 10%, right? Wow, between this and her light cone and having a recharge rope, she's gonna be ulting every other turn, huh? Isn't that busted? That sounds busted to me. Oh. Wait. Is it counting for this? Now I have to look this up. Oh, okay. I understand now. So it's not accounting for this. So since she gets 20% for free from here, and Silverwolf's Light Cone gives me 40, that's already 60%. It means I only need 7% effect hit rate from substats, which is super easy to hit, right? Which ultimately means I don't need to run an effect hit rate body, which means I could run like an HP or defense body for better survivability. Because that's what it wants me to run. It's telling me to run an HP body and a HP planar sphere. though it says it's fair for me to keep my HP and defense at a decent balance. So I can prioritize building up my effect resist and stacking up my speed. Okay. That's good to hear. That's basically what I was expecting. And so long as I could find 7% effect hit rate from somewhere, which I've already got right here, right? Just like that, I'm totally done already. Agreed? Which means, as it stands, I'm technically, this is already good enough, because I'll get 20% from her traces. So I'm good. Wait, this is perfect. This couldn't have gone any better. This does mean okay, so I changed this out, obviously. I'm gonna see if we have any HP effects. And at this point, yeah, dude, this is perfect. Oh, I couldn't, this is literal 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 pieces, am I right? We really don't need to. We could run this. And then we just need to find her an actual good rope. Not enough flat defense, it's true. And then I suppose we could check out, like, leveling up these pieces then. Okay, well it did roll into almost all defense. But in this case, that's kind of fine. I guess. Okay, it rolled more into speed. I'm okay with that. We technically don't need it to roll into effect hit rate at all. I'm fine with more speed. That's literally perfect. That's so perfect, it's painful. That should already put me at the... Dude! My Payla's looking insane! She's cracked already with 2 pieces! These pieces are perfect! It's true! Shit. I'll take the defense. Don't tempt me. I'm fine with the attack. I don't care. Give me the attack. I want more attack. Okay, I'm cooked. So we can get to actually building her some other time. Let me... Oh, I'm gonna attempt. We'll do this at some point. We have 30 days to do this, and this time I'm not gonna wait for 29 days and then do it on the last day. Okay, so I am running somewhat out of time. We're not exactly out of time yet, but I'm running out of time soon. So we're just gonna like kind of configure these last parts together. So we're confirmed running Payla then. So give me a moment. We will bring this up.
Danger.
So this is the Ascension Planner that I use. We're planning to build Bronya. I'm sorry, what level was my Payla? 40? She's technically 50, I'll just put her to 50. Right, so she's... Add character. Payla. We don't want to do all this. Take her to 4. And 7 around the board. Level 50. Add her light cone. What was Silverwolf's light cone called? Oh, this one. I think I literally have it at level 1, so you have to put it like this. And then last but certainly not least, I think we're putting in Bailu. Which is Bailu. Same deal, we're gonna take the 7s across the board. I think my Bailu is also at 50. But we just double check that. Yeah, she is at 50. We're gonna put Bailu to 50 and add her light cone, which is and waits for me, which is at level 60 so far. Okay, prioritize this. So Bronya first. I guess it's most important if I build Bailu second, right? And then we'll build Pela last. Okay. So, here's the thing. For the next days, weeks maybe, however long it's going to take, we need to accumulate this stuff first. Before we could ever worry about building these other characters, I want to make sure I have the currency, the light cone material, the character material, and the light cone material. We don't have enough of any of this to accomplish all of this. But when we do, we will have 2 completed teams that should be able to dominate all content forever and ever, right? So that's that. Let's race, we'll be racing. I heard that there was a way to have Jingliu take off her mask. I heard you have to like take a photo. It was you like this. I don't remember how I saw them do it. Oh well, I don't remember, but it was some way like that. Something involving the photo. You can make her take off her mask for good. Fast as fuck, boy. I believe it. I think my Fu Shen... No. Fu Shen my fastest character? My Natasha was for a while, but I robbed her of all her gear. Literally all of it. I had... I stole everything from her. My Pela's not even going to be my fastest character yet, but she's on the way up. When we already kind of geared out Bailu, that's really good. Well, gotta pick up the door real quick. Wait, sorry, solicitor. Alright, so... were we planning on building Aster or something? What's this about? Let's take this from March to... Honestly, with those... Well, I guess I should worry about Bronya's stuff first, but Bronya's stuff's all leveled, so we're actually good to go there. And Bailu's stuff is mostly leveled, so... Well, no, I guess it's not, but... We should worry about that too. In any case, that's the goal for the near future. But, like I mentioned, we're only barely passing $2 million so far. Almost at 3. But, unfortunately, in this particular game, we don't have very many fuel cells. Where are they? We don't have many fuel cells left over because I spent literally 40 of them trying to farm a single crit damage body piece for Jingliu. Could you imagine that? I spent 40 of them farming for this piece, and it's not even that good. But I said, fuck it, this is the best I got, you know? And it really is the best that I got so far. It's ass, really, when you think about it, but it is what it is. I couldn't afford to do anything better. Like I mentioned, I'm just going to spend the rest of the time for the next... Probably we're going to be pretty stagnant for the next couple weeks, as we're mostly going to be farming the prerequisite materials like the currency, the light cone EXP, the character EXP, that type of stuff, to ensure that we have enough to correspond with the Ascension Planner, as shown again here. Let me show you again one more time. And I'm going to enhance it so you can actually read what it says. But we need 7 million currencies, 694 purple books, and 342 light cone material. We don't have even half of that. So we don't have half enough currency, we don't have half of the EXP material, and we don't have half of the light cone material. So it could easily be another month of purely farming this stuff, actually, before we have enough currency to get where we need to be. Which is unfortunate, but it is the sad truth of the matter there, right? So, unfortunately, it is what it is. We can't really progress any faster than what's available to us. We will, of course, be getting some stuff through the Battle Pass here and there. I'll consider buying it to speed along our process as well. I don't really have the means for that either, but, you know, we'll see where it goes. And then, over time, once the team's done, we'll be done for a good while. And then, like I mentioned, I am saving up my currencies right now and in the future to try to max out my Jingliu as much as possible, because she is my favorite character thus far. I'm planning to build her on... I'm still trying to get her weapon, and I want to see if I could eventually get her to E6. It's a lengthy goal, but it'll be worth it when it's done. For sure. Okay, with that being said though, I do believe we're going to wrap it up here for today, as this is now the last of my allotted time. So, thank you all so very much for dropping by. I really had a blast today. I'm sorry I once again messed up the timing a little bit, so the Star Rail stream wasn't super long, unfortunately. But we had a lot to do on Genshin. We actually didn't do a lot on Genshin, but we did enough. And so, we're pretty much done, yeah. We spent our energy today farming currencies. That's how we got up to 2.6 million. We did a simulated universe run, so we don't have to worry about that for this week. That way we can make sure we take care of our weekly stuff on Genshin Impact tomorrow. And we'll be done with the weekly stuff for Star Rail already. We're just about done. We can do the rest of this. What was this? Craft 20? Slight work, right? The weekly stuff for Star Rail's done, so we don't need to worry about it. And we can focus all of our energy on making sure that everything's kept up for the weeks tomorrow. We'll farm more currency tomorrow. We'll probably spend the fuel cells to further speed along our currency farming prowess. And then just go from there. We actually do have enough to do one more, so maybe we'll get one last goodbye summon, right? I had dreams. Yep. Thank you so much for dropping by. This has been Maris Ray, Water Dragon Extraordinaire, and I will catch you guys at the next stream tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we'll start things off against an Impact like we always do, and I hope You guys have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, or night, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye!